No, I
storming
got
out.
scruples.
Oh.
I'm not leaving right now.
Okay.
I'm going to finish.
All right. Well, I'll give you some.
That's the kind of guy I am.
All right. We'll talk about it during the show.
They'll be able to share
I'm serious, Maury.
Really?
You need someone that's not my age.
Oh. I hate to hear that, but
Meanwhile, Eric's got aces and sixes. He didn't like that jack, but it didn't matter. So this is gonna be our last few hands together.
that blows my mind.
Let's go, JLG. You get stuck early, it helps you focus. It's true. It's like English.
Are we allowed to rabbit hunt a flop?
Let's see if I
Don't do it.
was in the house.
The only way you won a hand is exactly what you did. Other than that, you were not going to win that hand, I promise you that. What'd you have, Bobby?
So, you talked to Maury during the break, and this is official now, Gabe?
Yes, I figured out that in 1978 when I met Bobby Baldwin, I had my own television show. I was about to make my first movie, and I was headlining at Caesar's Palace. And now, after 45 years of poker, the only people that know me are the people that subscribe to Poker Go.
I don't want to laugh, but
It's true.
I know it is. I just, I'm not good at this goodbye stuff, man.
A man hug will do like a man hug,
Yeah, but with COVID and everything, maybe we just do a fist bump.
Nice fist bump.
Emma Zinovich. King. 3 bets to 6,000. And Captain Phillips, a couple ducks.
Oh, we moved to Captain Phillips. Very good.
Yeah, see?
Okay.
A little bit of pain behind there. No?
Flop house, nobody. And Emma does not continue. I think a little continuation would have got it.
Captain bets 9,000.
But the captain continues, as Captain Phillips always does, of course. Where's Captain Phillips?
No, from Captain Phillips.
Captain Phillips is Captain Phillips, right. That's why I need to retire.
Captain Phillips, winning ducks.
See what you learned in 10 seasons?
Getting there.
You knew nothing about poker when we started. Now you know ducks.
I had a king of hearts, too.
I still got to figure out what a belly buster is.
When you eat too many crabs and too many ducks at the same time, you get a belly button. Okay, let's get back to poker. We still have a half a show to do.
All right. Belly throws an ace 9.
Yeah, I had a king of hearts, like 10 clubs. It was like so close.
We got to get someone in here for show 2 of season 10.
Jeez, that's
Maury's on the phone already. All right. What do you think is going? Michaels? Go figure. She raises.
And Captain Phillips, that's his king.
They both have kings. Now I gotta say this: 10 seasons of high stakes poker, 2 and 4 Eddie. This is the first time Eddie was ever bet $1,000 on the flop, to my recollection. Am I right, Maury? Maury's not sure. He's shaking his head like maybe. I don't think anyone's ever bet $1,000 on the flop.
She calls here. All right.
And we are back to small ball poker.
Captain Phillips makes a value bet at 5,200.
A value bet. You are amazing.
Well, I got to pick up the slack, I guess. I don't know.
This next guy's gonna have it real easy. He shows the King Jack. Actually, ask Eric. I pretty much never have it. I'm your captain now. But even bad players get dealt good hands.
I won't lie, when she announced that, I was thinking your King Jack can't possibly be good here.
Jack's like the nuts. Kidding me? That's like trip jacks for other people.
Yeah. The top pair is like a set.
No, but she had a hand where she was contemplating the raise.
She had King 10. That's how little she thought. Man, but
No, I just thought of my hand as something bigger.
I didn't even know you gave the King 10 off. I thought that hand went in the muck.
We'll get to know each other. We have plenty of fun.
Emma's no mid.
JRB, the pre-flop raiser, flops the flush draw.
I'll check and only raise JRB. If Hank's bets, I'll just call.
And Eric's got a pair of sevens. And Forrest Gump says, sometimes they win, sometimes they hit.
There's some raises to 23,000.
Troy his word. He said he was going to raise if JRB got, and he did. A nice raise too, 23,000. JRB hits a queen.
Yeah, he down 44.
I don't know. Are these 20?
I just counted them.
There's no way you can count because nobody knows how big my stack
See how
is.
close I am. I said one of
These
those.
are 24. 24 stacks. I don't think you figured that out.
Okay. 40
All in.
dollars, $40.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, that's good.
I didn't say that.
You bet 40,000.
It's not a flush draw.
JRB went all in.
Is that for real?
Eric said $40.
That's massively over. I'm gonna do that. Actually, it's like one of the saving graces.
Eric is gone. Don't think there's any way he's going to call, or I don't think that he's even contemplating. He shows us his watch.
Overpair was no good. You said, am I overplaying overpair? I don't know if that's overplay or not, but overpair was no good.
I got JRB word. Thought maybe Eric had two pairs, and he would call.
I won, but doesn't mean that. I just wondered if an overpair was good.
It's on TV.
It is. I did not have an overpair. That makes you
JRB had best hand, best draw.
Look at you. I'm just flowing. You know what that word means? I'm filled with pride. Yeah, I'm filled with pride. That's wonderful. Nobody ever has a satisfaction like when you fold.
Did you have a set?
I folded. When you made it 3K and you folded sixes.
Oh, I see.
So I would have flopped the set, but Gino was getting a lot of play.
See, that's what happens when you poke the bear, bro.
Poke the bear.
Now I know.
You know
my
who used to
sixes
say that?
was a jam.
Who's that?
Football teams in the SEC when they beat Alabama in the 60s and 70s.
Beat Bear Bryant.
Poke the bear.
I like 40.
$40, that was awesome.
See, that's my all those archaic references. Nobody knows Bear Bryant.
I know what you mean.
You come to high stakes poker to watch poker, not learn about history.
You can't even say it fast enough.
Yeah.
These are the all in.
Ride with them hard. Come through our dog. Check it with me. And do your job. The verb is the name. The word is the chain.
So much
Turn
about
up for
poker,
the
you've learned
watch.
so much.
That's some plain James.
I'll do the play-by-play. You do the color. We'll switch.
Okay.
Now in this hand, Eric flops top 2. As our old buddy Jamie Gold used to say, top 2. And Matt Hanks flops top 1.
Like that, and you're like, it's not very like,
And now top 2 bets how much?
9,000.
Top 1 is the but he's going to call. You know why?
Why? Why is Hank's gonna call?
Yes, why?
Couple ace.
And an open-end straight draw.
Ah.
So with a 5 or a 10, he would make a straight. Right. But the case ace comes out. And you know what Mr. Hanks has now? Trips. And Eric bets 28,000, he gets called. And Hanks has and it ain't good news for Linda. I got the case ace blues. And it ain't good news. Case ace blues. That's right, develop. I got the case ace blues. Silver baby walking by back. And it ain't good
I'm gonna watch a lot at the beginning, I think, and try to play my best, not be scared, take spots, and also have fun. I think like that's something like when you go to that level, you forget because you're really like, I want to win. Of course, I want to win, but to enjoy the process and all of this, and I don't know whether I'll be able to play again with them. So I'm really like trying to enjoy and deal with the stress inside me because it's a lot, and try to transform it in something later that's really good. And if it's not, we'll figure it out.
Yes, I do.
Okay, let me guess.
Think of the accent.
That's what I'm thinking of. Okay. Bayonne.
Close.
Where's she from? Not really.
Bosnia.
Sounds
like a girl from Route 9, though, right?
Yeah, Bayonne. Yeah. I went out with a sister. Rosalie
Well, Emma's got a pair of ladies here, and she's got 3 bet to 17,000.
This gets the flop. Oh, God. I know, right? I don't want to see this flop enough. I know, me either. You might have had problems. Yeah, that's what's good.
Jennifer wisely throws away the 10-7. JRB's gonna gamble.
All right.
It's bad. It's so bad.
And he picks up an ace.
Picks up an ace in the nut flush draw. And Emma checks. She's going to save herself a lot of money by playing conservative. Sometimes that works. Now she would probably check because there's an ace and a king out there. So I'm sure she's going to check again. And she does. Everything came except the queen, and she checked her way down, and she did save a lot of money.
Everything was there. Wow, what a flop.
Yeah, you on the max?
Not really.
You want to get one more?
Not really. Because I'd be putting on a big pocket pair, so she could have hit the king, could have hit the jack, right? So I could have bet folded either time. Well, I can't bet
I
fold.
don't think the bet fold on the turn, yeah.
I can't bet fold the turn. But I definitely don't want to get all my money in against a set of kings, right?
Me neither.
I actually like the way I played the hand. Except for my call pre-flop.
At least one of us did.
So JRB has just joined his fan club.
Yeah.
He's an official member.
I like the way I played the hand. I put her on a big pair correctly.
So you thought you had the best pair.
You raised 15. Sorry.
I missed a big raise on the flop, right? Which is absolutely standard. She could have easily had the king. She doesn't have a king. She's not going to call me, right? She's not calling a turn. So no use betting a turn, you know?
You got your official membership in the JRB fan club.
Everything that went like
Gets another 6.
Right. You pointed out the most important thing in the hand. He gets another 6. Tens is still the best hand. But now Emma, what does she have?
Inside straight draw.
Correct. If she gets a 10 and a jack on the river, she will have that inside straight. But she really had a flush draw and she missed. But Chino still got the best hand. And I think this is the perfect time to have you do the next hand. I'm not prepared yet. I'm going to be the play-by-play guy. Really?
There's hope.
You got to do the color.
I'll give it a shot.
Slim. It's slim, but there's hope.
Okay, I'm going to do the AJ part. All right.
Slim and
We're just getting started on season 10 of High Stakes Poker. Eric Wilson is leading with $426,000, and just $200,000 behind is JRB and Matt Hanks. Welcome back to Las Vegas and the beautiful Poker Go studio. We're here for season 10 of High Stakes Poker.
Not bad, Gabe. Chino decides I'm not going to play this hand.
Correct. He's not going to try for the bounty.
All right. A couple of cowboys for Eric Person.
He raises to 1,600.
Jennifer Tilly likes the ace-jack. She's going to play. I'll probably love her here on High Stakes Poker.
Makes it 5,100. Doing great, AJ. Doing great.
Thank you, Dad. Ace deuce for JRB.
Same hand he had last time. He's going to see if he could repeat. Makes it 15-1.
Matt Hanks is out. Eric Person's always been aggressive in high stakes poker. Why wouldn't he be aggressive with a couple of kings?
Well, a couple of kings is a pretty good hand.
Yeah,
So it's a hand that you generally would be
I would think so.
Yeah.
You see?
He raises to 40,100. Is JRB going to push his luck with the ace deuce of spades?
Ask me why Jennifer Tilly folded, Gabe.
Why did Jennifer Tilly? I wonder why did Jennifer Tilly fold?
I have no idea. No, I think she's scared of the person's hand, obviously.
I'm pretty sure the best hand went in the muck there.
You think so?
Person shows his cards to Tilly.
Maybe not.
She said that she thought she might have had the best hand, but now she knows she did.
Obviously.
It was a hand slightly worse than aces, but better than everything else.
I had a very sexy hand.
Super easy.
You did that pretty good.
Wasn't bad. Just shorthand. Just don't bet me in let's run it twice kind of areas.
No, we're going to use it for a few things around the neighborhood. Other things you can do for us.
Person's got a pair of fives. Calls. 7-4 spades for Tilly. She's going to raise to 2,000.
And look at this.
Bullets. She 3-bets to 7,000.
Damn.
Ace 10 for Mr. Matt Hanks.
7,000? How much tilt juice have you been drinking, Emma? You're only down 50. What's wrong with you?
Eric is making a big point
Tilt juice.
Pill? You know I don't have that in me.
of Emma's raise.
Hank's 4 bets to 25,000.
I want to be able to say
I don't understand this. You know, he's seen how Emma's played so far on the show. If she makes a 7,000, pretty obvious she has something. Eric knew that she had something.
I know.
But Matt has chosen to 4 bet to 25,000. I would think Emma's going all in right now. She doesn't have that much.
She calls.
She's going to slow play the aces, setting them up.
They run the flop.
And do you know what Matt has now?
He's got aces.
He's got the case ace blue. No good.
How much are you playing?
How much are you playing? She's playing everything. How much you playing was music to her ears. And there's no reason the way he's played this hand why he wouldn't put her all in, hoping that she doesn't have an ace. He was hoping for an ace to hit. It hit. There's no way out. If she's got ace king, ace queen, he's going to pay her off.
You don't think that long, usually.
Whoa, a little conversation from them. I like that. And Matt's got the case ace blue. And it ain't good news. And his baby's confused because my man's got the case ace blue. That's the flop he was hoping for.
Got some stacks out here. Yep.
Boom. He bets 100, which means he's putting her all in for 61. She calls immediately.
once or twice, ladies and gentlemen.
Whatever she wants.
You could run it 20 times, it's not going to help.
Justice. Good, you're right.
Was he talking to me?
Yeah,
He was talking to me.
he was.
Although,
How does he know what I said?
It's
I
amazing.
had 3 5s.
I had,
You're in everybody's head, Gabe.
You really?
sir, I had 3 4.
So here's the thing. I only folded because I didn't see Hank's 100 in cash. I thought he had 60, and I was like, makes no sense to me. So he had 60. So then I'm going to
There's no suspense, don't do that. Well, that was a little suspense.
Oh,
Wow.
How about that?
We can chop.
Oh my gosh.
Do you know what just happened
They both got a couple of straights.
here? And who wins?
They both did.
They chop
They
it.
chop it up.
And you know what the odds are of that happening were?
I would say 49-1.
You are correct.
Wow.
98, you divide it in half, you got it.
every single one.
Come a long way, baby. That is a terrible beat for Emma. She's taking it very
there's
well.
only one person on this table who lost that hand.
It's fun.
You put me on it. I call.
Ooh,
We can chop.
That was a great escape from Matt Hank.
there's only one person on this table who lost that hand.
Yeah, was Steve McQueen in the house?
Well, here we
He
go.
doesn't
The
play that
last
game.
hand, Gabe Kaplan will call. On
You don't
a
play that,
poker.
sir.
Gabe, how do you feel?
I don't think we're going to top that last hand.
Well, that's a good one.
I kind of feel like I lost that.
Anything you're thinking about from the past several seasons that makes you feel good about what we've done for 10 years?
I think we've done something good. You know, we had fun. So a lot of good poker. A lot of mediocre poker. But the big thing is we had fun. And let's see what's in store for us in this hand.
All right. Flush draw for Matt Hanks.
Yeah, Eric's got sixes. Bobby misses.
But if you look back, there's got to be something that really stands out.
There's so much, so many memories. I want to thank the Academy for letting it happen. I'd like to thank Henry Orange too, for starting this whole
How
thing.
about that?
The late Henry Orange.
Right.
Carrie Katz for keeping it going. And Maury for whatever he does, is developing into an interesting hand. Matt has made the flush, and Eric has made 2 pair. So we could be going out on a good hand.
You're going out. I mean,
Something else I gotta tell you, AJ. We're wait till after the show.
now that you brought it up, you're bringing in too many people.
Eric bet 7,000. Matt raised to 25,000. Eric called. Now 5 comes on the river. Which neither one of them likes. Matt thinks it could kill his action, and Eric's now concerned with a straight as well as a flush.
I don't know that much without a flush.
Eric's talk is not going to dissuade Matt. 60,000.
5 extra.
Eric calls.
I barely. What's that?
I don't know what he was putting Matt on, but he thought he might be good.
Yeah, a good 4 minutes, Hank.
Very good.
Yeah, I say a good 4 minutes. Hit a 49 to 1 shot. Take a flush over 2
Good
pair.
4 minutes, bro.
Nice 4 minutes.
It's also been a great 10 years, pal.
Yeah, let's go out and get drunk.
All right. But really, what are you going to do? Got something coming up?
AJ, I bought me a nice piece of bottom land. I'm just going to cultivate it.
I can see you with a rake and a backhoe.
Hoping to meet the right woman. Raise a couple youngins. I got big plans.
Next time on High Stakes Poker, Eric Person goes double bird on JRB.
Aren't you afraid I'm going to hit my river?
Yeah, dude. At the balls.
Jennifer Chili analyzed the hand.
Call raise on the flop return?
I was going to raise on that. I guess I should have.
Well, you couldn't raise on the turn because you were the initial better.
I was?
And Matt Hanks and JRB play a big one.
You know I planned to call you on the river, and why are you so bad? Then he fired a bird raise all out.
Not that reason.
Pot.
Is it a pot?
All in. Yeah, all my ladies is jacked. Got my bullets and diamonds, and I ain't holding back. I'm all in. Yeah, I'm going to kick it. Pocket rockets and ticket. If you got what it takes, you can play high stakes. I'm all in.
Previously on High Stakes Poker, Phil Hellmuth and Antonio Esfandiari, 2 world-renowned tournament players, joined our cash game and saw their money vanish into thin
I guess I
air.
can say I lost the biggest part of my life.
Barry Greenstein returned and showed the table absolutely no mercy.
20.
And Daniel Negreanu hit a new low after losing another huge hand to Doyle Brunson. Tonight, some familiar faces return to the table. Will the Brat and the Magician be able to turn their luck around? And will Kid Poker finally be able to climb his way out of his $725,000 hole? All this and more tonight. From the Golden Nugget Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas, we're playing High Stakes Poker. Hey everybody, AJ Benza here with poker analyst Gabe Kaplan. Gabe, we've seen Phil Hellmuth lose $150,000 without winning a single hand.
He had a couple of bad beats, he made a few wrong decisions, and then he started steaming. And voila, all of a sudden, just like that, he stuck $150,000.
What about the players making it clear they don't respect Phil's cash game?
Well, Phil is not as bad as they say he is, and Phil is not as good as he says he is. He is the best self-promoter in poker, and we're seeing a little resentment here. But it's interesting. Look what's happening in this game. Daniel Negreanu stuck $725,000. Antonio the Magician has played great, but he's losing $100,000. We have an assemblage of the best cash game players in the world, and who are we talking about?
Phil Hellmuth.
Phil Hellmuth.
So he doesn't make it to his madness. Well, let's see if he remains the center of attention. And Sean Sheehan will get things started. He's down about $7,000 for the game. Pocket eights and just calls.
Sean Sheehan continues to talk a big game, but plays very close to the vest. Doesn't raise with his eights.
Freddie Deeves won about 80 grand. He raises to 4,100 with ace-5 offsuit.
Freddie Deeb showing a little speed here.
Action for Doyle Brunson with a pretty big hand. Ace King offsuit. He's up 40,000 for the game. And he just calls here.
I think that's because Doyle's trying to disguise his hand a little bit. Doesn't want anyone to know he's got his king.
He folds back to Shiki. He calls the raise, so we're three-handed to the flop. Flop comes 6-10-3 with two clubs.
Sean Shiki is still in the lead here. His eights have held up. But he checks. A lot of players would have bet there just to see if their eights were any good. But not our hero, Sean Shiki.
Turn card, queen of diamonds.
Everybody's checked. This gives Doyle a inside straight draw. Sean checks.
Those checks.
Everybody checks again.
Checks to the river, 10 of spades, pairing the board.
Everybody's playing this hand kind of conservative. It is a first hand, but it is a conservative play on the part of all these players. Freddie, who raised, didn't try to take the pot at any point. Now, Sean has bet 5,000, and Doyle calls with ace high. And Sean made a play. I'm proud of you.
There he goes.
Venture eight.
Sean Shiki takes down the hand, winning a pot worth about $24,000.
6 times. I've had 8s and 6s like over 10 times. And I missed every single one of them.
Well, this is honest.
Better luck than good sometimes. We move to the next hand. Would you look at this? Brunson catches a couple aces.
And this time, I'm sure he's going to be raising here.
I think so. Yes, he does. $3,000.
And now Daniel Negreanu's got the eights, and he calls, but Doyle Brunson's got the tools for those eights. This time he doesn't have ace king, he's got the
I
bullets.
can check, I guess.
Please, another side. Please.
Check's good.
Wow, look at this. The flop comes king 8-3, and Doyle is going to need a toolbox now. He's going to need an ace or running clubs to win this hand, and Doyle is in big trouble because that's a very deceptive flop.
And he just bet $7,000 into Daniel's set of eights. And Negreanu raises to $27,000. 20 grand more for Doyle to call.
Now Doyle realizes he might be beat. It's possible. But he probably thinks he has the best hand. There's all sorts of hands that Daniel could have. He could have a king of clubs with another club. Doyle's probably going to raise here. Daniel says, please, put that money in there, big brother. Let me win something.
All in.
Please.
Yeah.
145.
145. I call.
Daniel says, I call. If you have 3 kings, I'm going through the roof.
And now the players show their cards.
And Doyle is going to need an ace or 2 clubs. And now he's down to the ace. Needs an ace on the river. And Daniel takes all of Doyle's money away. And if he wins 3, 4 more pots like that, he'll probably be even. Doyle said I was trying to freeze the ball. I was in the prevent defense. That's why I didn't raise with the ace king, but I had to play those aces. And that's what happened.
Negreanu wins a pot worth over $352,000, but he's still down almost 600 grand for the game.
And Daniel Negreanu says there is a heaven after all.
Welcome back to the Golden Nugget in downtown Vegas. We're playing high stakes poker.
Yeah.
Well, Doyle Brunson's bought back into the game for another 100 grand. In case you missed it, he put everything he had on pocket aces, and Negreanu beat him with a set of eights. Ellie Leslie $150,000 so far. He raises to 2,700 on Queen 10 offsuit.
My buddy Eli. All right.
Before you never used to call me. By the way, there was ace crop in 3 hands.
Henry, how many more minutes do you guys know? Is there a phone? How many more minutes? before we stop playing.
Flop 7-9 king.
Oh, we never.
Wow, Antonio's flopped a set of nines. Ellie has an inside straight draw. He needs a jack, but he's good at hitting jacks against Antonio.
Cards at 10.
They both checked on the flop. There's going to be no more checking from Antonio. He bets 4,200. Ellie quickly calls. Still needs that jack for a straight. He's got a pair of tens now.
Go to the river. 5 of diamonds.
No help for Ellie.
13.
Antonio gets 13,000.
And Ellie quickly calls. It was the right amount, and Ellie thought Antonio might have been out of line there.
I'll give you some of the money, Dick.
I appreciate it.
Probably with ace, queen high.
Ellie says he called with ace queen high. We know that's not true. I don't know why he's saying it. Daniel doesn't believe it.
He lost everything in Chinese.
Poor Freddie. You better worry about poor daddy. I just dumped your inheritance.
Sorry.
Don't bother me. It will hurt you.
Oh, the good line.
That's probably right. 22.
Barry Greenstein raised the 2,200 with King 10 of hearts. Earlier, Barry was way down for the game, but miraculously turned things around, and he's sitting about even right now. Cheeky calls with Queen 10 offsuit.
Cheeky gambling a little bit here.
I don't know. And Freddie Deeb's in the hand with an 8-5 offsuit.
8-5 offsuit's a playing hand for a player like Freddie Deeb.
And Brunson saves his son a little inheritance money. 3 players remain. Flop comes Queen 8-6 with 2 clubs.
Sean has flopped top pair. Freddie has flopped middle pair. Barry's missed the flop, and Freddie's going to lead out and bet with middle pair here.
$5,000 for Deeb.
Barry quickly releases, and let's see what Mr. Sheiky does with top pair here.
Come on, Sean. And he calls. So we're heads up to the turn. And 9 of clubs.
Now, Sean has also got a straight draw. Freddie's still got the 8s, and he checks. Come on, let's go. Sean, bet. That's it.
Let it out.
Bet.
He bets $11,000. All right.
And Freddie quickly releases. But at least Sean bet, wasn't scared of the third club. Played a little poker there.
Sean Cheeky caught some cards and raked in 28 grand. Coming up next, the change of regime as 3 new players hit the trenches. We're playing high stakes poker. The next hand's dealt with Daniel Negreanu under the gun. He won that monster pot earlier that sent Doyle Brunson out for a rebuy. Now Negreanu raises the 2,500 with King Jack of clubs.
Jerry or Sam coming?
Fast Freddie Deeb calls at 10 of diamonds. Everyone else is out, so it's Negreanu and Deeb to the flop.
Okay, I'm gonna try something with you, sir. Oh. 4 for you.
4 in the dark?
4 in the dark.
Wow. Now, these guys like to play with each other, and Daniel's bet 4,000 before seeing the flop. Look at this. Freddie Deeb has flopped a straight flush draw, 4 to a straight flush, but then Daniel flopped 2 to a wrong flush. But Freddie's got a really big hand here. Daniel has bet 4,000 already. And Freddie's aware that Daniel bet before he saw the flop. So Freddie's going to probably have to raise here. He's got a monster hand, monster draw.
Flush draw or straight draw? Or set?
But 2 pair.
2 pairs. Pretty cold.
But 2 extra.
Deeb raises $14,000.
Daniel only has king high. He does not want Freddie Deeb to take the play away from him, so it's possible he might call here. I doubt it,
Yeah, call, so we'll head to the turn.
I'm wrong once again. Daniel calls with king high. He still really has the best hand right now. With king high.
Ace of diamond and Deeb makes his flush.
Not only does he make a flush, but an ace is another card that Daniel didn't want to see. Looks like this round is going to go to Freddie D.
22,000 from Freddie.
And Daniel immediately releases. But it was fun watching those two guys try and outsmart each other. Freddie just got the hand that time.
And Doyle Brunson bowing out of the game.
Doyle Brunson's the biggest name in poker. The combination of tournament success and side game success that he's had is unknown by anyone. And he's still a great player. He's 72 years old. I play with him on a regular basis, and he's still certainly one of the best players in the world.
Doyle Brunson, my hat's off to him. He's just an amazing guy. He has all the records in poker and all the respect.
Doyle is a legend. He is one of the reasons why I'm where I am today, because of his book.
He's the first one, really, who figured out how to play No Limit Hold'em, and then he put it into words. By that, because of the fact that he put it into words, he made it so much easier for guys like me to improve my game a lot quicker. And there's so many young players today that owe Doyle a debt of gratitude because they learned how to play No Limit Hold'em through his, blood, sweat, and tears, as you will, playing on the road and back home. The stories he has to tell. You think of poker today and you think about it back then, and you're like, wow. I mean, we are really lucky to be in an environment that we are today compared to what Doyle must have to go through back then.
Well, when I first started playing poker, you were almost a second-class citizen. People looked down on you. They thought that you were involved in illegal activities. While poker players was illegal back in robbery, we got arrested, we got involved, we got cheated. But, poker's evolved because of the TV programs like this. And, the media is, they're stars of the poker players. And some of the guys think that they're worth a lot more than they are. It's like I say, we're still just a bunch of poker players.
And it was great watching the Hall of Famer play with us.
25.
Indeed, when we start the next hand, he's picked up a couple aces and raised it to 2,500. Shiki calls with the king of diamonds, so we're heads up for the flop. 4 king 8 with 2 clubs.
Bad flop for Sean Shiki.
Deep bets 5,000.
So is that 21?
There's 10.
21, 1, and 20.
Shiki raises to 15,000.
Which is the right move. Sean Shiki's making the right move at the wrong time. I wonder if it's going through Freddie Deep's mind that this is exactly the kind of flop that Doyle had against Daniel when Doyle had aces and Daniel flopped 3 8. Freddie Deep just calls.
Subtle after the turn. Deuce of hearts.
It's going to make both players feel comfortable. Sean really feels he has the best hand now. Freddie checks.
Shiki bets 20 grand. Now the pot's over 56,000.
I would expect Freddie to raise here. Maybe that hand with Doyle and Daniel still going through his mind. Maybe he feels that Sean wouldn't be this aggressive unless he had a set.
Freddie just calls, so we're down to the river card.
Very surprising to me.
King.
Sean has got super lucky in this hand.
Wow.
Very unusual hand playing with 2 players. Sean was aggressive. He actually played his hand correctly.
Now Shiki bets 15,000.
Freddie decided not to raise on the flop and on the turn. And now he realizes he could be in trouble. The only thing he can really beat here is a bluff.
20 and 40, 500.
And Sean has put out a please call me bet of $15,000.
Aces continue not to hold at this table.
Just 15, baby. Probably flop instead of ace like Danny did, huh? That's the going thing about against aces.
Sean's quiet. Sean's not saying anything.
15 is so cheap.
Whole table's quiet.
It's all that money out there. Hope for a queen. 2 queens maybe you got. Huh? Probably got lucky on the last card.
Right, you got it, Freddie. I would really be impressed if Freddie Deeb would throw this hand away.
He finally calls. Sean shows him the king.
Good have the aces, didn't you?
Freddie Deeb explains why he played the hand that way. He really thought that Sean had flopped the set.
Shaky's running hot. 4 cards again. He wins another hand, raking in over $106,000, making him just about even for the game.
I'd saved all that 50,000. Good hand.
So aces fall again. This time to trip kings. Freddie Deeb's got 50 grand left, but he'll now lead the game with 125 grand overall.
He was in the hand always long.
There's Jerry Buss, followed by Bob Thompson, who's going to try and set the record for roping and tying an NBA winner. Jerry won in his first visit to our game. He was losing and then got a big hand and played it well.
Yep.
You come back last time?
Back for more.
Yeah. Did you end up winning? Yeah. I remember you didn't win a hand for the very end.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. Did you play in this last time?
No.
It was a nice game against
Well, all it takes is one hand in this game to come out ahead. Action's on Barry Greenstein. He raises the 2200 with King 10 offsuit. Phil Henry calls 8-6 offsuit.
Good night, gentlemen.
Negrano's also in with Queen 9 offsuit. Sondiari folds, so we'll have 3-player action.
That worked. Antonio invited himself to the basketball game, and Jerry Buss obliged. Phil Hellmuth has flopped 3 sixes. If he loses this hand, we're going to see a meltdown. It'll make 3 Mile Island look like kids play.
We're at the beautiful Golden Nugget Hotel and Casino. We're playing high-stakes poker. We've got 3 players in the hand. Phil Hellmuth flopped 3 sixes while Barry Greenstein is 10 and now bets 4,500.
And Phil Hellmuth has got the hand he has been waiting for. I think he's going to slow play because he raises to 25.
No, Greenstein's all in. $63,100.
And he does not do the in-your-face call.
No.
He just puts his money in the pot.
Let me see what I got here.
What do you want to wait for?
They said I could get insurance.
You could run twice.
No, you can get it.
I was told I could get insurance.
Where do you want insurance from?
Jerry, just give me 1 second. Relax, Sean.
Phil wants insurance, which is something we haven't done so far in the cash game. And Sean and Daniel were against it, but Barry said, stay out of it, guys. I want to do it. And what he's going to do here is Phil Hellmuth has 91% equity in this hand. And Barry's agreed to give him 80% of the pot, regardless of what comes. So the hand is basically over. Barry's going to get 20% of the pot, and Phil's going to get 80%. It's a way of insuring your hand against the draw.
To insure for 100,000, so I owe him. We'll figure it out.
And like a good neighbor, Greenstein was there with Mutual of Greenstein.
Wimpy? You got a gambler, bro.
That's money, right?
Yeah, I'm rich. I'm going to stay that way.
I said you want me to I know. I said, but you want to bet $600.
What do you think it is?
So raise it to 2,200 with 4
Todd Brunson comes to the game. He's anxious to start playing. He raises it up with a 3-4 heart.
And after winning the last hand, Helmut's down about 70 grand overall. As Fondieri calls with an ace-8 of diamonds.
Daniel, I'm afraid. But insurance there was not bad for me because
Brunson and Fondieri square off. 5 ace 4 with 2 hearts as Fondieri's paired his ace.
And Todd Brunson has found a pair of fours and an inside straight flush draw.
As Fondieri checked, Brunson bet 4,400.
10% ace is not the worst.
See, it's a good thing to raise it up to 3-4 hearts. Check.
Rivers of 4 clubs.
Look at this. Todd Brunson was thinking about the deuce of hearts, and he wound up catching 3 fours.
Not bad.
And now Antonio thinks that his aces are the best hand.
He puts in 6,200.
I don't believe you, Dan. You're so smart. I know that you don't believe that.
And Brunson raises 20 more.
And that's going to really surprise Antonio. And you can see it on his face there. He was not expecting to get raised after the check on the turn. Antonio just doesn't know what to make of this hand. Todd not showing anything. The way Antonio is figuring this hand is that either Todd has a 4 or he's bluffing. The only other possibility would be that Todd also has a weak ace. Ace-6, ace-7, ace-8, just like Antonio has, realizes it's a split pot and is trying to get Antonio out.
Sorry, guys. 1 second.
Mr. Brother, like Dr. Pepper. Doctor, you. Doctor. Dr.
Antonio is just called the clock on himself. I've seen this happen a couple of times before, and both times when the players call clocks on themselves, they wound up throwing the hand away.
See what he does.
And the waitress is saying, did he just call a clock on himself? He throws it away.
Yeah.
Antonio took a long time to make his decision, but he made the correct decision.
So Todd Brunson sits down and takes down over 46,000. We're back playing more high-stakes poker. And Jennifer Harmon's back for another run. She replaces Ellie Lesra. Last time she won 40 grand before leaving. Phil Hellmuth starts his hand. He raises to 3,500 with ace-4 offsuit.
Ambitious raise with an ace-4 offsuit. And Daniel Lugano with an ace-10 offsuit doubles it. Makes it 7,000.
You might have jacks, so I just called.
Jacks? Jack 10? 10 and 10?
I checked.
me?
I checked.
I bet 10,000.
Phil
I
Hellmuth
bet
calls.
10,000. I said it. Promise.
Daniel said he bet 10,000 before the flop came down.
Wow.
Phil checked. Daniel said I bet 10,000, and he put the 10,000 in, and he's flopped top 2 pair.
Jeez.
Boy, that's pretty sweet. And Phil's got aces.
This could set Phil off.
And Phil cannot get away from his aces.
I checked.
So the Grano already bet 10 grand and Hellmuth calls. Turn calls a deuce of clubs.
Phil is checked.
And the Grano bets 25 grand.
25.
And I think Daniel has a pretty good feel of where Phil is at in this hand, and Phil has no idea where Daniel's at.
Yeah.
It's worth the $100 ante just for me to watch you guys play. Get an intimate seat. It's like sitting in the front row of the Lakers, right? Those seats cost $2,000. This one could cost $2,000.
Each game?
No, for the season, Sean.
No, that was
Yeah, they charge, when it comes playoffs and good games, they charge $10,000.
What Phil's got to decide here is, did Daniel say 10,000 before the flop, flop nothing, bluff on the flop, and now continue to bluff on the turn?
Jeez.
The box is a different story. I've never been to the game, so they're on the box, but it's fun.
So many pretty.
No professional poker player wants to be bluffed on television. I really believe if this hand were not on television, Phil would throw it away.
All right, Danny, you go.
That's a long time ago.
I think you have queen.
Hellmuth calls.
Not only does he call, but he tells Daniel basically where he's at, that he's got a weak ace.
River's a 7 of clubs.
Phil gave away his hand. Now he checks. He's already told Daniel that he's got aces.
No, stop at 10. Stop at 10.
Daniel is just about as comfortable as he can be.
Yeah.
Just figuring out what the right amount to bet here is. What would Phil possibly call?
40.
And the Grano feels the right amount's $40,000. Now the pot's over 125 grand.
Phil did not want to see that. This Mr. Daniel Negreanu bluffing all the way in this hand. I think Phil realizes that Daniel would not bet if he had jacks or queens right now. So Daniel's either bluffing or Daniel's got him.
Hellmuth calls.
Sees the bad news.
Yep. And Negreanu takes a big bite out of Phil Hellmuth's wallet. He rakes in $165,700.
Phil looked a little silly in that hand, and we might have ignition here.
Yeah.
These people I like, it's musical.
He re-raised me with ace 10 and put him on that hand. And 10 couldn't put him on that hand. He re-raised me. That's all I knew. Destroyed me. Good hand, Daniel. Good betting.
We're at the Golden Nugget playing high stakes poker. I'd say Phil Hellmuth took that loss quite well, and all the cash game players noticed it too.
A lot of tournament players make millions and millions of dollars, and they come play with us, and at the end of the year they're break even or lose money for the year. They just can't, their talent's just kind of a one-trick pony, and when they try and spread out and play real poker, they have a hard time.
Well, that's one man's opinion. Jennifer Harmon's back in our game.
4 spades.
She calls.
Helmuth will try again with an ace, seven of spades. Antonio raises to 5,600 on 10-5 offsuit.
Antonio's got plans in this hand. He feels the timing is right for him to raise with nothing, maybe get lucky on the flop, but if not, try and take the flop away. He likes that he's in the hand with Jennifer and Phil. Well, he's not in the hand with Jennifer anymore. She's put the 6-4 spades away. But he likes being in the hand with Phil because he knows Phil is steaming right now.
Don't go on tilt, Phil.
Helmuth calls.
I'm a little tilted already. I can see that. But you never know. I might have
Flops king, deuce, eight.
And nobody's flopped anything here. Antonio. He started out trying to steal this pot.
And this? Are you kidding me?
And he's still going to try and steal this pot, in my opinion, but he's acting like he's got a big hand here. He's trying to convince Phil that he's got a big hand. And he's acting like he doesn't have a big hand.
They say it takes a real man to wear paint. I know you're not kidding. I believe you.
And Antonio bets 10,500.
10-5.
I really don't see any way that Phil can call
In my suit.
or even make a play at this spot and raise.
That's right.
He's still burning from the last hand with Daniel.
No, this is
And he throws it away.
10-5.
And Antonio shows him the 10-5.
I'm thinking, get some moment.
And Antonio does his Gene Simmons impression. Again, it seems like the whole table's after Phil. It's like a kill Phil table. I just saw Uma Thurman in the background.
I knew it too. When you open your mouth before the flop, it's like Daniel, I knew. That's twice I didn't act though. Twice it cost $40,000.
And Johnny Chan is back wearing one of his creations. This one, tablecloth and paisley, looks like. From the Johnny Chan collection.
Might also be wearing one of his 10 World Series bracelets.
Oh, you got to get serious, right? Well, Johnny Chan does have 10 World Series of poker bracelets.
And he sits down with 100 grand. Helmuth raised to 3,000 with pocket fours. Negrano call with ace 10 of spades.
Johnny Chan comes with a lot of accoutrement.
Brunson's in with ace king, big slick. And it flops 3-8 queen with two hearts.
Todd didn't raise with ace king before the flop and checks here. Those fours are still the best hand.
He bets 4,500.
45, right?
Did Johnny play yesterday?
Daniel calls.
Daniel calls with ace high and a backdoor flush draw.
Fred. That's a new guy.
He just wants to be in a hand with Phil.
Oh, yeah. Turn cards, 5 clubs.
Not much, man. Not much.
Now Antonio just took a pot away from Phil. Daniel looks like he's going to try and do the same thing.
$8,000 from Daniel.
Now there's 3 overcards. Phil's got a pair of fours. There's a 5 and 8 and a queen there.
Phil calls.
Phil's not going to be pushed around.
Do you see what I see?
9 of hearts on the river. Now, if Daniel were going for a flush and bluffing on the turn, he's made his flush.
Check.
I can't beat 2 8s.
2 4s.
Wow, they both check. Phil's going to win the pot with a pair of fours.
All right, Helmuth takes down 35,000.
Daniel lost heart there. When that 9 of hearts came, Phil would have had to put him on a hand.
Then the heart came, I gave up.
I wish you wouldn't have given up. I
You
probably
call
would
the river too?
I don't know, but I like the challenge.
Tough call.
But I mean, I called off all that money against you with just an ace, so.
So Phil Hellmuth's in a better mood for the moment. It's high stakes poker coming to you from the Golden Nugget in Las Vegas. Phil Hellmuth's under the gun in a good mood as we start this next hand.
Tips on how to make
Score's held up. He's feeling pretty good.
He raises to 1800 with ace-6 offsuit.
I call.
Round of calls with deuces.
Shouldn't have just called, Daniel.
Why?
Re-raise would have been a little bit better for you.
No, not necessarily.
Now you defined your hand.
I did?
Yeah.
You know what I have? You don't know what I have.
Oh, I know I have the best hand.
Sure. I re-raise you all the time with worse hand.
Greenstein's also with fours. Flops 8-5-4. Greenstein flops a set.
Phil's got an inside straight draw. He checks. It looks like Daniel's
3,000.
going to bet 3,000 here with his deuces. And look at Mr. Greenstein studying. What do I have here? I got 2 fours in my hand. There's a 4 on the board. I guess that makes 3 fours. I guess I'll call. And Phil Hellmuth calls with his inside straight draw.
He calls the king of hearts.
Barry checks, wants Phil or Daniel to bet, but they don't. They don't accommodate him.
River, jack of diamonds.
And Barry cannot slow play his 3 fours anymore.
20.
20 grand from Greenstein.
Is there a concert tonight in Las Vegas, though?
You too.
And Phil's talking about what's playing tonight in Las Vegas.
I had you beat.
Daniel was right. Daniel had the second best hand. Barry gave it his best effort, but there was no way he could have won any more money in that hand.
I didn't say it was a bad lead. I said I made a bad call.
I'm not gonna ask you, Phil. I know you stuck, so.
How can you tell?
I heard you about your aces. And look at your stack. I'm not gonna tell you.
No, I'm at 2 times.
He said you had a dead toe. You know what it was? When he walked in, there were like tables laying on the ground out there.
Jennifer Harmon raises to 1800 with 8 deuce offsuit.
Thinks she wants Antonio play against Phil, but this time Phil has a hand. Phil just called with his queens. Now he Chan threw his hand away.
Chan's out, so they'll head to the flop.
Phil checked blind.
5-10-6 on the flop.
And now Jennifer's probably got a bet here because she started out just like Antonio with intentions of buying this hand. Against 2,500.
Yeah, I guess not.
Phil's thinking about what to do here. Jennifer has no hand. He's trying to convince Phil she has a hand. Phil has a hand. He's trying to convince Jennifer he has no hand. And Phil checks. Waiting for Jennifer to bet here. And she checked.
River card's 7.
Jennifer's made it straight. Phil's slow playing himself into oblivion here. And for the first time in his hand, he bets.
Queens.
Jennifer just calls, shows Phil her straight. Phil can't believe it.
What happened here? Who raised the flop? You did. You just called. What'd you have? 8 deuce? 8 deuce offsuit?
This is the girl you think's the best girl in the whole world. You bet all your money.
Phil played that hand very strange. He didn't bet to the river when he was beat.
AJ, the pros have accomplished something with their criticism. They've actually thrown Phil off his usual game. Phil usually plays in tournaments where he's playing against Joe Public, and he's doing the intimidating, and he's doing the criticizing, and now he's being intimidated. And what it's made him do is he's trying to get too cute. He's trying to disguise his hands too much.
What about Jennifer Harmon raising with an 8 deuce offsuit?
Jennifer was making a play against her conservative image, and she has accomplished 2 things with that. One, she showed everybody that she's capable of raising with absolutely nothing, and she's added a little more fuel to that Helmuth rocket ship. NASA has officially started the countdown. The space station has been alerted. Helmuth is ready to blast off.
You've got to admit, this is not your typical poker game. Next time on High Stakes Poker, Phil Hellmuth continues to battle the table, but can he turn things around? Also, Daniel Negreanu keeps fighting his way back into the black, taking money from any and everyone at the table. But will it be too little, too late? And Jennifer Harmon finally shows why she's considered poker's most dangerous woman. The game heats up and things get personal. All next time on High Stakes Poker.
Oh yeah, all my ladies is jacked. I got my bullets and diamonds and I ain't holding back. I'm all in, yeah, I'm gonna kick it. Pocket rockets are ticking. If you got what it takes, you can play high stakes. I'm all in. These ladies ain't ladies unless they your ladies. Put your hand on the roster, that's what it takes. And if you got what it takes, then you can play high stakes.
Previously on High Stakes Poker, Freddie D was falsely accused of going south.
It's going south, baby.
Tempers flared, then all hell broke loose.
Freddie, I'm joking. You can beat me, don't insult me like that.
Throughout all the drama, Sam Farhar seized the opportunity to win even more money.
I'm gonna put 100 in my pocket. Here, they're going.
And we saw Daniel Negreanu turn to paranoia after losing more than $600,000.
How much did you lose?
Tonight, it's a movie game of refuted faces. Some old hard feelings for even higher stakes. Welcome to the Golden Nugget Hotel and Casino. We're playing High Stakes Poker. Thanks for joining us. I'm AJ Benja alongside poker analyst Gabe Kaplan. A lot of drama last time. Gabe, can you briefly explain what happened?
Well, Freddie D was on a break from the table, and while he was gone, a couple of the players accused him of taking chips off the table or going south, as they say. When he got back, Daniel Negreanu, who's big loser, just flat out asked him. Now, Freddie wasn't sure if they were serious, but when Sean Sheeky unfortunately started acting like Sean Sheeky, he escalated the situation. All hell broke loose. Freddie flipped out. He stopped the game, and he wanted the cameras checked.
And the tapes, of course, vindicated Freddie. Well, tonight is a fresh start, and we've got two world-class tournament players entering our cash game, Antonio Esfandiari and Phil Hellmuth.
The interesting twist here is we've got the magician and the poker brat, but the players don't know that the poker brat is going to be here. Well, maybe if he starts acting up, Antonio can make him disappear. Or maybe better yet, saw him in half. The addition of these two colorful players should make for some great action.
I can't wait. Let's get right to the action. We'll start tonight a little short-handed. 6 players are ready to go and 2 more on the way. They're playing a straddle right off the bat. Doyle Brunson's back and he's bought in for $100,000. Elliot Leslie returns and he's also starting with $100 grand. Barry Greenstein's back.
If you lose $1 million, please make sure you send some over here.
You got some of mine already.
I know,
You're
but
doing good against me.
that's the only hand I won. From you, the only 2 hands I won.
Caught my bluff, and then you beat me out of the full house.
Yeah, that's the only 2 hands I won all day.
The magician Antonio Esfandiari, great tournament players in the game for $100
I
grand.
never made a draw. What do you mean? I didn't beat anybody.
And Freddie Beeb's also in the game for $100,000.
Say that.
You're the only one I beat a pound. Without you, I don't know what I've done in the game.
Now you have me today, Freddie.
What is it, 4?
Freddie calls with 10-3 of clubs.
Here's Barry Greenstein.
Yeah, that's
It's nice to have him. Killed in our last game when Sammy spiked the king to make 3 kings off Barry's aces.
Flop is 7 jack deuce with 2 clubs.
Freddie flops a flush draw. Barry doesn't have anything. Freddie checks his flush draw.
I used to like it, but I got over it.
Greenstein bet $6,000.
Barry played fairly conservatively his first go-around, but here he's gone to the whip a little bit, and he's betting with absolutely nothing.
Beeb called. The turn card now. A 10 of diamonds giving D a pair.
Barry's not giving up on this hand. He actually has picked up something here. He make a straight with a 9.
Who's that? Eli, Eric was sick.
Barry
Barry's contemplating on whether he should bet, and he's going to bet.
Barry fires $20,000 more into the pot.
Now, Freddie's got a big decision here. He's got second pair of tens, and he's got a flush draw. Now, Barry's convinced him that Barry has a hand like ace jack or king jack. So Freddie feels he can win with a 10, a 3, or a club, and he's going to gamble here.
Dean Paul sending the pot to over $61,000 as we head to the river.
Plus, Freddie feels he'll get paid off if he catches the right card.
And he's got the right card game. 8 of clubs. Dean makes his flush.
Now, Freddie has caught the card he wanted. The only problem is all Barry has here is a pair of 8s, which he made on the last card. Freddie doesn't know that. Freddie's still convinced Barry has ace jack or king jack. He bets $30,000.
Wow. And Greenstein quickly folds. So Freddie Dean wins the hand, takes a nice pot worth over $91,000.
Well,
What?
it depends if you get a couple. I was going all in, but I couldn't go all in.
So you said 30,000 on this by the club card.
Barry's saying he was going to go all in if the club doesn't come, and Freddie said he was going to call it for 10. I kind of doubt it.
Gentlemen, deal me in.
I hope you brought 600 with you.
Yeah?
I didn't think I had a chance to get even. Yes!
Well, the door swung open and a fig news maker.
Okay, Groucho. There's the poker bat, Phil Hellmuth, one of the greatest tournament players, joining our cash game. He's running for $100 grand. They had no idea he was showing up. This should be very interesting.
I'm not the best player here anymore. Am I still the best player here, Doyle, or not? I am? Besides you, I mean, you know what I'm saying.
What does that mean? You're it.
Doyle.
No, I'm alright.
Oh. You're never old, baby.
Don't play the old card, Doyle. Not here.
I'd like to play in a cash game with Phil. I'd like to play in a cash game with every tournament player. He spends most of his time playing tournaments, so maybe he's not that seasoned in the cash games lately.
There's a term called TV player, and Phil Hellmuth, I guess, would be the epitome of the TV player who talks a big game about how he's the best in the world, but when he shows up at a game against the best in the world, yum yum is the first thing that comes to their mind, and they're all happy to see it.
For me, I have a bad reputation amongst some people for not winning side games, which I've had one losing trip in 2 years. For the record, I've had one losing trip in 2 years for the side games. I don't know, it's a very interesting lineup, a lot of great players in there, so I just kind of have to feel my way and see what happens.
One losing trip in 2 years? Doesn't sound so bad.
The only problem is he's playing one cash game in the last 2 years. The players are saying they have no respect for Phil's cash game. I think they're saying that, trying to provoke Phil a little bit.
Antonio's fine here. He's 2,500 with a jack 6 offsuit.
Antonio. Don't forget, he's a magician. He might be able to pull a couple of jacks out of a hat.
Ezra and Greenstein both called.
Plan to beat you for a hundo, real quick.
Yeah.
100 dimes.
Sorry.
You're playing in the desert. These guys should be playing for hunters.
Antonio makes one jack appear out of the hat, and Ellie has got ace-8, second pair with top kicker. He's going to bet at it.
Ellie bets 7,500.
Antonio's flopped top pair, trying to figure out how good it is. Whether or not to raise. He's just going to call here, looks like.
All right. Yep, he calls, and we're heads up to the turn. Six of diamonds.
Well, Antonio was not happy enough with his first trick of making a jack appear. He reached into his little black bag of tricks and made a 6 appear also. So now Antonio, who raised it up with a jack-6 offsuit, has 2 pair, jacks and 6s, and he must feel at this point he has the best hand. Even if he gives
Ellie credit for a better jack, like King Jack, Queen Jack, Ace Jack.
I guess we're going to find out which
He's
one
made
you
2
got
pairs.
employees.
Now, Lesnar's bet is now taking the pot to over $45,000.
Open bet on employers.
Now look at his performance. He's not only a magician, he's an actor. He is not concerned with Ellie having a better hand than him. It's possible, but he's not really concerned about it. If Ellie has a better hand, he's going to pay Ellie off.
Del, you got 100 in red there you want to sell? Or?
It's a lot of money. 22,500. Where do you get that kind of money, Eli?
It's from you if you call it.
Alright, I'm all in.
Whoa! This fun here, he moves all in. He raises to 85,400.
Great performance. That was just a great. If Ellie did have Ace Jack, he would probably call.
Jesus, please, Lord, help me. Please, Lord. It's good he hasn't called. You know? That takes a couple hands out of the equation.
Turn the hand, your hand's dead. We tell them about that when we open it.
We got a pot worth over $131,000 now. It'll cost the Leisure $62,900 a call.
758.
Ellie's not going to call here. He knows he's beat. He realizes it was a great performance by Antonio. He doesn't know if Antonio has made a straight or has 2 pair, but he knows he's beat. He's not going to call. He's just not going to let Antonio know right away.
Please fold, sir.
That's exactly the opposite of what Antonio wants. Antonio realizes now he has the best hand. Ellie would have called if he could beat him. But Ellie's trying to convince him that he's going to make a big lay down here.
60. 62.
We haven't seen this kind of play. Someone raising it up with a Jack-6 offsuit. Sammy Faja, who played with us for quite a while, he would raise a lot with 5-6 suited, but they were connecting cards. You can make a straight. A much better hand than Jack-6 offsuit.
62 dimes.
You didn't think he had it. He said he had it?
And Lesnar throws away the hands. And we can hear Barry and Danny talking about the worst beat we've seen in this game.
But he said he's told you what he had. He did. He said, I have 2 kings. Then a king flop, and he went,
he didn't do anything.
It was like this, you know?
Yeah, right.
In the river, he didn't turn his hand over.
He took 5 minutes to call. I mean, now that we see
So the magician turns a bad hand into gold and takes down a pot worth over $131,000.
That's why it took so long.
We're back at the Golden Nugget Resort playing high stakes poker.
I think I won all those Golden tournaments by not ever making any plays. I'm just the luckiest guy in history, I guess. All right.
We're going to have fun today.
Well, yeah, we're already having fun.
But let's play poker.
I'm playing.
Big Papa cracks the whip a little bit. He says it's okay to talk, but let's play poker.
Raise it 2,400.
2,400.
Helmuth raised at 2,400.
I'll get out of the way this time.
Jack of diamonds.
What is it?
24.
The Jack of Diamonds?
Yes, Jack of diamonds.
I told you. Oh, okay. I was
Freddie Dave's in. Queen 10 offsuit. And Barry Greenstein calls it a 10-8 offsuit. So it's 3-handers at the flop.
The boys are gambling, Sean. Chips are flying.
Did you get enough back?
Networks are changing.
No, I thought I got the right one.
2 8s and a queen, so Greenstein's got trip 8s.
And Phil and Freddie have flopped queens. Everybody's got a hand, and naturally everybody checks.
Here's the turn, a deuce of hearts.
Yeah.
And Phil bets 1,500. Phil not only has a pair of queens now, he's got a king-high flush draw. And I think Phil's convinced he has the best hand.
I got 36 years to be good as you. Couldn't beat a name.
And Deeb raises to $4,000.
Now Freddie Deeb thinks he has the best hand.
No, actually, could be. No, you could beat him.
But they are going to find out.
15,000.
And they found out right then. And Phil did not like that.
Greenstein re-raises to $15,000.
What do we have left in there?
God, I love poker.
37, 38.
They all check the flop.
Well, Phil should be worried here. He bet, Freddie Deep raised him, and then Barry came over the top of both of them. Phil has got to feel that one of these guys probably has an 8.
Yeah. Just slide his hand, Barry.
So that's 15 to me, is that right? 15,000?
Yeah.
I call.
Helmuth calls. Now the action's to Deep.
There's no way that Freddie Deep can call this.
No kidding.
Wasn't talking to you, Freddie. Call if you want to.
You didn't worry about what I had? I made the original raise.
Yeah.
Come on, quit wasting our time, Freddie.
Wasting time? Oh, no,
He's got a good hand.
Now, of course, Mr. Sunshine, Sean Cheeky, has something to say.
Tell me what you had, I'll leave you.
Threw an 8 away.
River's another 8.
Barry looks like he's wondering if Freddie Deep really had an 8. Actually, 8 was a great card for Barry because it might make Phil call here.
Greenstein bets 35 grand.
Phil should realize here it's very unlikely that Barry has a lone queen. Ace queen or like him king queen. Barry would not come over the top on the turn after Phil bet and Freddie Deep raised if he just had a queen. It's more likely Barry has kings, aces, or 4-8s. Phil just said he doesn't think he can fold this. He's talking himself into calling. Maybe he's putting Barry on the nut flush draw, the ace of hearts and another heart, and absolutely nothing.
Supposed to love them.
He calls.
Helmuth calls, and Greenstein shows him the missing 8. Barry Greenstein takes down a huge pot with over $150,000.
Phil's real chance to escape that hand was on the flop. I'm sure if that deuce was not the deuce of hearts, Phil would have got away from that hand right then.
Well, this could be the beginning of Barry Greenstein's comeback, and the poker brat, Phil Helmuth, gives himself a timeout after losing 2/3 of his bond. Welcome back to High Stakes Poker. Phil Helmuth is back at the table after losing a big chunk of his money to Barry Greenstein's 4 of a kind. This time he raises the $1,200 on a 4-3 offsuit. Sean Shiggy bought it tonight for 100 grand and calls with deuces.
I call.
Deep's in.
Wow.
3-way action.
Little steam play on the part of Phil Helmuth, raising with a flush.
Don't ever tell me what to do, bro. Understand me?
I'm in the hand this time.
I don't care what you are. Don't ever tell me what to do. I don't care what to do. You're telling me to do.
Alright, I'm gonna check it.
Why can't we have this one last time?
Why, you don't like this in your hand this time?
I had pocket kings last time.
Helmuth bets $2,000.
You bet?
Shiggy's out.
It's official. Phil Helmuth is steaming, and he's steaming at the wrong time because Freddie Deep has flopped 2 pair. Oops, make that a full house.
Whoa.
Now, Freddie's probably putting Phil on a weak ace. Ace 8, ace 9. And he's bet 6,000 because he wants Phil to call. So don't tell me that Phil is thinking about raising here. Yes, he is. He makes it 18,000. Now, before you talk about how terrible Phil is playing, if Freddie had a weak ace, he'd probably throw it away here. Unfortunately for Phil, that's not what Freddie has.
Freddie Deep goes all in, re-raising to $105,000.
And I'm going to go on a limb here, and I'm going to say that Phil's not going to call. I'm not supposed to predict, but I'm just going to go crazy and say Phil's not calling.
Great prediction, Gabe. Helmuth throws it away.
Phil was steaming from that 4-8 hand. He decided to bluff. He just picked the wrong time.
In the past 2 years, Phil Helmuth says he's only lost once in cash games. I guess we're witnessing a rare occurrence because he's down to his last 15 grand. He's lost $85,000 of his money.
it'll do it.
Yeah, for
The
sure.
players wanted Antonio to straddle that hand, but he already looked at his cards.
Greenstein raises to $2,000 on pocket queens. Helmuth calls with a king-queen offsuit.
Yeah, I know. Nobody in your cares about I do. What the fuck? I just have a full
Negrano is yet to
I'm not, you know, I'm sorry. I should have said. I'm sorry. I should have said. I should have said.
So what's the odds this time?
Lots king.
Oh my god, that's funny.
What a disaster for Phil
On the one side,
He flopped top two pair, and Barry flopped a set.
Barry bets $3,000.
And Phil is feeling very comfortable.
Oh, yeah. I know what you mean.
11.
Helmuth raises to 11 grand.
Phil Helmuth did one of his patented in-your-face calls. Took about 1/1000th of a second to get his money in there, and he's going to be very disappointed. He's dead to a king. Let's see that call one more time in slow motion.
Notice the finesse and grace of a man who has no doubt he has the best hand at the table.
Notice the great form he's got here. AJ never bends his elbows.
That's 7-8 offsuit.
Now, if Helmuth loses $50,000 minimum. And
he is going to lose unless he catches a king on one of these last two cards. That's not going to help that ace.
No, Phil still needs a king. The river to 5. Barry Greenstein wins a nice pot worth $49,600.
It looks like Phil Helmuth is going to continue in the game and take some of that designer bag that carries well.
So the poker is very unlucky in that hand, but it quickly reloads. From the Golden Casino, we're playing high stakes poker.
It's hard to know where it is.
We're back, and so is Phil Helmuth. After losing his first $100,000, Helmuth has decided to stay in the game. He's rebought for another 50 grand this time.
Messed up situation.
Oh, well, that's kind of a funky one.
Right, that's what I mean.
I'd done it there.
Sean Shiki starts things up, raises to 4,600 with a king jack offsuit.
Call 4,600 straight.
Antonio Esfandiari's got pocket nines. Thought of raising, just calls. Barry Greenstein with an ace-king offsuit, big slick. He re-raises to $40,000.
Sort of the other hand. Not this hand, but soon.
Barry sensed that everybody might be weak here, and he tried to win the pot right here with his ace-king.
Oh, man.
Look at this. Daniel has called $35,400 more with a queen-jack suit. That's a loose call, to say the least. Daniel is ready to gamble after all that's happened to him in this game. Now, Antonio's got a tough decision. He's got a pair of nines, but it sure looks like Barry can beat that hand, but he's got an overpair. And Daniel is called. So what's Antonio going to do with his nines? He throws them away.
So Greenstein goes heads up against Negrano. Up comes 6, 10, 7, different suits.
Barry's taking the lead in this hand, but he hasn't flopped anything. Let's see what he does.
60.
That's an aggressive 60,000.
And Negrano folds, and Barry Greenstein takes down a pot worth 152 grand.
And if Antonio would have played, his nines would have been in pretty good shape. Barry gets a kick out of that.
Another win for Barry Greenstein. Only a few hands away from getting even.
Ebbs and flows a little bit, which is great. You know, he mixes up his game real well. He generally steers towards the conservative side. You know, his style is basically, he's raising hands on the flop, and he usually falls over the flop and bets it.
Daniel Negreanu's under the gun here. He's been rather quiet tonight, especially since he's down about $600,000 overall.
They show me this big pair. The problem is they're not always winning.
Here he runs on 2,600 with ace-3 of diamonds.
$26.
Antonio just calls with pocket aces.
Antonio is hoping that someone has a hand and will re-raise.
Brunson's in with 7-6 of hearts. And Greenstein plays king, queen of clubs.
Join the party.
Side.
And Antonio's strategy did not work. Barry could have raised with king, queen suited, but decided not to.
4 pairs remain. Flop comes queen, 9, king.
Barry flops 2 pair.
Everyone checks the turn cards at 3 of spades.
Barry can't check anymore.
Greenstein bets $7,000.
This is not a good flop for pocket aces. And Antonio is professional enough to know it, and he's just going to call here.
Brunson's out, so we're heads up to the river. 4 clubs. Greenstein bets 20 grand.
Now, as opposed to the hand with Elliot Lever, when Antonio had Jackson 6s and he was acting, here he's really thinking. That's a dangerous board. He feels Barry has something. And the only quality hand Antonio can take is ace king.
What do you got, Barry? I think you got me beat.
Antonio is right on in this hand.
Wow. Fondieri throws his aces away and refuses to pay off Greenstein.
Antonio Esfandiari lost the minimum, the absolute minimum in that hand.
Yeah, king queen. I had that beat.
We're back at the Golden Nugget Resort. Harry Greenstein's been catching a few calls, making some plays and cashing in on everyone. They'll give him a break this hand. Phil Hellmuth calls with a jack 4 diamonds. Sheik is in with 5 suit. And Daniel Negreanu raises $3,000 with 10 of the spades. Doyle Brunson calls at ace-5 of diamonds. Hellmuth and Cheeky call the raise, so it's 4-way out for the flop. Two aces and a 5 with 2 spades.
Doyle Brunson has flopped a full house.
Not bad.
Wow, and Doyle showed a little hitches get alone there. If someone were focused in on Doyle, I think they would pick up he might have something.
Negreanu bet $6,000 on his flush draw. So let's see if Papa takes his boat out for a ride here.
Now Doyle is thinking maybe Daniel also has an ace. Or maybe Daniel has what he has, a flush draw. Either way, looks like Doyle's going to raise. Yep.
20,000 more.
Doyle has raised 20,000 here. Daniel doesn't even have a flush draw. He has the flush draw.
20 more plus the
20 more.
Daniel's convinced if he makes his flush, it's good. Doyle has played this hand excellently so far.
Turn card 3 of spades.
A perfect card for Doyle. Doyle still has the nuts, and if Daniel were drawing to a flush like he is, he's made his flush. Couldn't have been a better card. Yep. Except if Daniel had the deuce four of spades. But Doyle's going all in here. Three of spades was the perfect card. He knows if Daniel has an ace, he's probably going to call him, and if Daniel's made a flush, he's going to call him.
56,000.
And Daniel's not going to hesitate. Daniel is hoping that Doyle has three aces, and that his flush is the best hand right now. He's going to get the bad news here pretty soon.
And Brunson shows him the full house and will double up through Negreanu. Doyle Brunson takes down nearly 185 grand, and yet another huge beat for Kid Poker. He's now lost 725 grand of his $1 million buy-in. That leaves him with 275 grand, a new low.
It was kind of questionable calling there with a 10 high flush draw, but he didn't have to make it. He made a questionable play, and then he got unlucky and made his hand. Everything's going wrong for Daniel, but he's kept his two $50,000 cash bricks.
Another one to add to the list of.
We're in Vegas playing high-stakes poker. Doyle Brunson has doubled up through Daniel Negreanu. Brunson's up 90 grand for the game.
Get away from it if you have the 500 next to him.
Still Helmut's gone the other way. He's down over 100. He calls a 10-8 offsuit. Negreanu raises to $3,000 with the queen 10 of
Well, the game is on.
And fast Freddie Deeb is in with a king deuce.
I don't care about that minute clock.
And Alexis is going to play the Jack 9 offsuit. Helmuth calls the raise, so four players head to the flop. It's king, queen, 7 with 2 diamonds.
Now Freddie's flop top pair, Daniel's flop middle pair, and Ellie's got an inside straight draw.
5.
They all check. Mr. Freddie, he's got top pair, but I don't think he's in love with his kicker.
That's great for Ellie. He's going to get a free card.
Another queen.
But that queen of spades doesn't help him. Daniel's taking the lead here. He's got 3 queens. And Phil Helmuth, absolutely nothing, is going to take another shot at this flip.
And he kisses another $6,000 goodbye.
Now Freddie, along with his kings, has got a spade flush draw here now.
Negreanu raises to $50,000.
One of those bricks is going in here right now, and it was a good time. Freddie drawing a king or a spade.
The table folds.
Lots of times in my life, but I usually win big. They won't let me win pots. Phil.
It's not over yet. We just started, man.
Let me talk to myself.
That's the man talking.
I'm steaming. I mean, they won't let me win a freaking pot. I never lose in a game where they won't let me win a pot. They won't let me win a pot. Raise, re-raise, all top 2 cooler.
Even Sean doesn't know what to say about Phil.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give this tantrum a 4. How about you?
I think you're right. The other players aren't paying attention to him. In order for Phil to have a full-blown tantrum, he needs attention.
I'm going to show him the nuts 4 or 5 times.
His ego gets involved. He feels challenged. You know, he starts thinking that people are doing this and that, and then just his whole head gets into himself. And I think, you know, you see the worst of him at the poker table. I mean, this is a great guy to hang out with. Like, we're probably going to go hang out later tonight. Boy, at the poker table, any day to play in high-stakes cash games. He's in all condition.
Daniel is kind of insulting Phil there. I know they're friends, but it's not really a nice thing to say. Say, hey, this guy don't play that well.
And now the aces find Freddie.
Compared to
What's that? Well,
I'm switching the whole thing. The whole tournament, cash games.
He just calls.
Solid lockdown. That's my new ammo.
Now remember, Antonio just called with his aces, and he wound up Losing.
And Barry Green's not just calls the pocket tens.
$8 an hour plus a free roll for
Action lifts over to Daniel Negreanu. King Jack offset.
Oh, shoot.
I won't listen. I don't hear that.
Yeah.
Antonio does his Gene Simmons impression. Rent a bigger tongue.
And Negreanu raises to $10,000.
And Freddie D was doing his wish. Somebody's jumped in and raised his pot, and it was Daniel Negreanu with a King Jack offsuit.
I had a queen with a flush draw, and it was 8-8 queen, and a freaking 8 came on the end just so
Come cry my shoulders, Billy.
Sean, are you starting on me again? Oh. Sean, you're outclassed. Don't you understand that? Why do you want to start on me? I can crush you.
Gabriel raises to $35,000.
You want to talk about Hold'em with
In
me?
between
You're not even
Phil Helmy's latest tirade,
You're not even in the same universe.
Freddie D, who slow played his aces,
So take that and bring it somewhere else.
has made it $35,000, and I don't see how Daniel can call here with the King Jack offsuit.
Him either.
You get closer to me, right? Closer to me, right?
Don't you're in the same league, right?
There's nothing negative about anybody else. Man wants to start on me. I don't understand why, but
I'm not starting on you, Phil. I'm trying to.
you start on me. I mean, I never.
Phil is totally oblivious that there's a hand going on here as Daniel calls $35,000 with a King Jack offsuit.
I'll check.
Daniel checks in the dark.
That top two pair was a bad beat.
Flops a 9 Jack 10 with 2 clubs.
Bad flop for Daniel Negreanu. He's going to get involved in this hand, and unless he gets lucky, he could double Freddie D up. Freddie D might really go south and buy a house in Acapulco.
Let's not start that again, please. We're in Las Vegas, Nevada at the Golden Nugget playing high stakes poker. Daniel Negreanu's just flopped top pair and a gut shot straight draw. But Freddie Deeb has the lead with pocket aces. Actions to Deeb.
Over here, Barry, who was raising every pot. All of a sudden, he's slowing. Now he can slow down.
Come on, man.
Freddie Deeb moves all in with $83,000, putting the pot at $158,300.
I can't even clip that play.
Phil's still talking about himself.
80.
76. I'm getting about 2 to 1 again. 78.
Daniel's right. He's getting 2 to 1, and he's a little bit more than a 2 to 1 underdog.
83.
And we know he's in the mood to gamble. So it looks like he's going to call.
50, 80, 83, right?
Daniel will win with a jack, a queen, or a king.
83, right?
And the ground calls. A lot of meat in this pot.
I got a pair. You got a pair?
2 aces.
I got jack, queen, king. Once or twice?
King queen. I mean, king jack, king jack, king jack, king jack. Yeah, you can get it twice. Go ahead.
Okay, twice.
Players have agreed to run it twice. They're going to put the turn in the river up 2 times. On this first time, Freddie Deeb has made 3 aces, but Daniel can still win with a queen here.
Okay.
Doesn't get it. First round Deeb.
Now they're going to put the turn in the river out one more time. And Daniel's got to hope for a jack, queen, or king to split the pot.
Nope, turn to 3.
Down to his last card here. Wow, a king. Daniel got lucky, and he's going to split this pot.
About time.
Oh, I got to show my hand.
And yes, you got to show your cards, Daniel. We're not on the honor system here.
All right, chop it up.
Freddie had a bad beat that Daniel raised that one. What a flop.
What, you would have won? You would have won more?
He would have doubled through me.
Oh, you had clubs?
Yeah, AJ, we forgot that Barry threw his hand away when Freddie raised, and Barry had 2 tables. Barry would have flopped the set, right, Daniel? And Freddie would have drawn out on him by making an ace on 4th Street.
Looks like Negreanu saved himself a lot of money by running it twice.
Looks like the girls have pooled their money, and the girl in the blue dress is going to take a seat, but Sean Shinky must have scared her away.
I'm sure the boys would be okay with that.
This time.
The only thing better than 2 aces is 2 aces with a Dr. Pepper.
The book says to raise it, but I'm a little nervous.
That's not 2 aces. Then.
He's got Brunson fooled. Esfandiari just calls with his aces.
600.
46.
Alezra raises to 4,600 with pocket jacks.
And Antonio's got his wish.
Yep.
Someone on the other side of the tables woke up with a hand. And look at this. Beside Ellie having jacks, Phil Hellmuth is in the wrong place at the wrong time. And he's got a pair of 10s and he's going all in.
60 minute 96.
It's 9,000 more for Esfandiari to call.
You want 40 Chinese?
Now Phil is all in, and Antonio is trying to drag the fight here. Everybody's really talking pretty good at the table, not paying attention to what's going on here.
I won 6,000. Playing Chinese won 6,000.
Esfandiari raises another $28,000. Now it's Alezra's turn.
Antonio called. Ellie knew he was dead. Antonio has played this hand very well.
Unbelievable.
And Doyle Brunson agrees.
This the first pot?
Antonio fooled everybody in this hand. Nobody thought he had 2 aces.
I never run it twice either.
You
I was going to take a shot at it. Fooled me, Antonio. I was going to raise you. Ellie did.
And hitting on the flop. 4-6 queen with 2 hearts.
Not much help for Ellie. He's going to need a jack or running cards will also give him the pot. Ellie Alezra's called lightning in a bottle.
That's it. Last time that
If Antonio got what he deserved, you wouldn't have any chips left. Antonio got a really bad beat there. He played the hand excellently, and Lady Luck was not on his side. A wiry smile hides his disappointment.
At least I can say I lost the biggest pot of my life.
That's the ultimate torture chamber there, pal.
And that, folks, is the look of devastation. Hey, that was just brutal. Aces get jacked again.
I believe Antonio when he says that was the biggest pot he's ever lost in a cash game. He played that hand perfectly. But like Doyle says, that's poker.
Phil Hellmuth losing $150,000. That's almost a whole year's worth of tournament entry fees. That's got to be.
Problem I have with it is he lost $150,000, but he only gave us like a $50,000 tantrum. If Phil Hellmuth loses $150,000, we're entitled to a $150,000 tantrum. Words, insults should be flying all over the place.
How about Daniel Negreanu? Lost another $125,000 tonight. That puts him down $725,000, man. Come on.
Daniel has started to push, and the cards are not cooperating. He's going to have to get lucky real fast to avoid losing his whole million.
And as we've seen, anything can happen in this cash game. Next time on High Stakes Poker, we'll see if the poker brat Phil Hellmuth can keep his emotions in check as players try to push him over the edge. We'll learn if Daniel Negreanu's luck is short-lived or if Kid Poker punches more breaks.
I can't beat 2 aces.
And familiar faces crash the table looking for a quick strike. That all happens next time on High Stakes Poker. Previously on High Stakes Poker, Daniel Negreanu made up some of his losses by taking down the legend himself, Doyle Brunson.
I just dumped your inheritance, Paul.
We saw the infamous poker brat, Phil Hellmuth, take a beating over and over. And it went from bad to worse, with everyone wanting a piece of the Hellmuth pie. Tonight, he'll try to stop the bleeding and the whining.
Won't let me win a pot.
Daniel Negreanu's roll stays fresh or goes stale. From the Golden Nugget Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas, we're playing high stakes poker. AJ Benza here with poker analyst gave the latest tally in our cash game show Phil Hellmuth down $150,000. Daniel Negreanu's made a nice comeback, but is still stuck over 400 grand.
Well, for someone who does not play high-stakes poker, that would seem like a lot of money. But to someone who plays in these games all the time, that's still it affects these players' pride and egos as well as their pocketbooks. We saw what happened after Phil Hellmuth played a particular hand last week. We wore out our bleep button.
He does it again, we get a timeout. The players showed no mercy and seemed to revel in Phil's misfortune.
Well, Phil's a very gracious winner, and he's a terrible loser, and all these players at one time or another have been the subject of one of his tirades. And why should poker players be above good old-fashioned retribution?
Sounds brutal, but you gotta admit, it sure is fun to watch.
What's that?
You place every day.
Watch, you'll play no limit.
I'll do that if you come in.
Wow.
That's it. You know I'm going to come in. I'm going to bring about 20 million with me.
You know how long the list is going to be, Phil?
It's going to be one heck of a
You know how long the list is
Anybody wants to get in that game where Phil Hellmuth is bringing 20 million to the table, just call 1-900-555-PHIL.
Daniel Negreanu raises the $5,000. Jennifer Harmon's already limped in with her ace-queen offsuit.
You can't limp in every pot.
I've got my reputation. I need to hurt some people.
You're not a violent person.
Got a reputation.
I wouldn't say violent, just misunderstood.
I was live again that
Now,
last.
Harmon's up $50,000 for the game.
Jennifer's thinking about whether to raise here.
Oh, she calls.
She was waiting for you to raise this pot instead of Daniel popping up $5 more $1,000. Well, let you two fight it out.
So Hellmuth and Chan fold, so the flop we go with two players. 8, Jack, 6.
Chan swapped a pair of 8s with a backdoor flush draw, but Johnny Chan said maybe Jennifer was waiting for Daniel to raise, and that's on Daniel's mind, and he checks.
So I don't care about the
Now, Jennifer's also aware that Johnny Chan commented on her conservative image, and it looks like she's going to try and exploit that right here.
$8,000. Better make sure I got what I think I got.
Daniel knows what he's got, he just doesn't know what to do with it. And Jennifer is correctly putting Daniel on an underpair to that jack.
Negreanu calls. Turn card, another 6, pairing the board.
Again, Daniel doesn't know what to do with his hand. Jennifer's going to fire another bullet here.
$16,000 from Harmon.
Jennifer came to play today.
Yeah.
Look at that. She's got her game face on. Surprised she doesn't have some eye black under her eyes there. Daniel is really confused.
I have a sick feeling she has aces.
Buddy calls. River's a deuce.
Now, is Jennifer going to fire that last bullet? Because of their familiarity with each other, Jennifer is reading Daniel very well in this hand.
Absolutely.
Hands are shaking a little bit today. That could be a real shame.
shake, or it could be deception. That's what Daniel's thinking. It happens to be a real shake.
How much is that?
I think it's 25.
Daniel gives up immediately. Like I said, Jennifer came to play today.
She bluffs her way to a juicy pot worth $86,200.
Jacks, kings, aces. I feel like it was one of those. Oh, that was a
Negreanu had mounted a pretty good comeback lately, but he completely misread that hand. But you can give her the credit. She's made a pretty good living playing against men.
It might be the fact that I'm a woman too. When I play against other women, it's harder for me to read them than it is other men. So it might be that too. I think it has to do with ego, maybe the male ego that from the start didn't think women can play, but maybe they don't try as hard.
What's she talking about? Male ego.
It's ridiculous.
Fallacy.
Got some nerve.
That's my mustache.
I think it looks hot. Did you trim it?
A little wax. His Majesty's.
Well, Harmon made it look easy in that last hand, like taking candy from a baby. Right now, we're playing one player short. Russ has stepped away from the table, but the game waits for no one. Action falls to Negreanu, who's reaching for chips, and he raises the 2,500 with a 6-4 suit.
Again, just looking for action.
Yeah. Todd Brunson calls with ace-4 offsuit, so we're heads up. Flops 10-4 deuce with 2 clubs.
Both players flop a pair of fours. Todd has the ace kicker. He checks.
Negreanu bets 4,000. And Brunson raises the 10,500.
He made that raise because he's playing Daniel Negreanu. He knows Daniel's playing very loose now. Todd wants to find out if his ace-4 is any good.
I call.
And Daniel's probably putting Todd on a draw. Maybe a club draw.
Turn cards down. Brunson bets 11,500.
And Daniel says, wait a minute, you're supposed to have a club draw here. Looks like it's going to be enough to get Daniel to lay down his hand.
Yep. Negreanu mucks his cards. Brunson rakes in over $38,000.
Don't like my kicker. Your kicker?
They don't know about it, but they just described the hand perfectly.
We're back at the Golden Nugget Resort in downtown Vegas playing high-stakes poker. Jerry Buss is back, so we're playing with a full table now.
I know. I'll make some money.
Action's on Phil Hellmuth. He's lost about $150,000 so far.
You playing crazy?
Yeah. I like to play all 6 hands,
Well, he raises to 1,400 with an ace-7 offsuit.
He got Magic Johnson, I got Michael Jordan. We're both players.
Yeah, but the big one, Johnny, was
Todd Brunson calls with an ace-queen offsuit.
I bet it. He says, well, if it's your
14.
What'd you have, 500? I had 500.
And Jennifer Harmon's also in with a 10-7 offsuit. You'll notice the percentages don't add up to 100%. That's because there's actually a 7% chance that the hand could end in a tie. Flops 2 4s and a 5 with 2 spades.
My big boy.
Jennifer checks, and Phil Hellmuth took the lead in this hand. As far as he knows, his ace-high might still be good, so he's going to bet.
He bets 4,500.
And Todd feels his ace-high might be good, so he calls.
Harmon's out. And the turn card's a deuce of hearts.
Look at the percentages now. They only add up to 77%. That means 23% of the time these guys will split the pot, provided nobody bets, and nobody's betting here on 4th Street. And look at this. They both made it straight on the river.
Nice.
5.
Phil bets $5,000.
Ace.
Todd just calls, so they'll chop the pot, and the boys will split $25,500.
Phil shows his ace. Todd shows his ace. Phil shows his 7. Todd shows his queen. And that satisfied look on Todd's face says, I had the best hand, buddy.
Time
I should have moved in on 4th Street.
Yeah, should have.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
I wonder if Phil would have had something to say if he had the ace queen and Todd had the ace seven. Just don't see him being that composed under those circumstances.
You're right. Johnny Chan starts off the next hand. He peeks down an ace king offsuit.
Just call.
Regular glasses on.
No, just want to look good.
Daniel Negreanu, 6-4 clubs. And he raises. This is what Johnny Chan was hoping for.
Negreanu makes it 3,000 to go.
And Phil Hellmuth is going to call with the king jack offsuit. What's Johnny going to do?
Big move from Chan. Re-raises to 19,000.
Well, he's been very carefully observing how Daniel Negreanu's been playing. He was hoping someone would raise, and he's delighted that Daniel raised. But Daniel looks like he's going to take a shot here. And 6-4 clubs is the kind of hand that he could win a lot of money with if he's willing to gamble. And Daniel, as we know, is willing to gamble. And looks like Phil's going to throw away his king jack. That's the right move.
Still steaming, Phil? Can I ask you that question?
I'm one for doubles.
Daniel said, let me get lucky here.
Yeah, he needs it.
Okay.
Flop comes 7-6-8 multi-suited. Negreanu's flopped a pair. Also has an inside straight draw.
Also has a backdoor straight flush draw. He can make a straight flush with the 5-7 of clubs. But Johnny Chan, who represented a big pair before the flop, is sticking to his story.
Chan bets $30,000 with his ace king high. The pot's now at $72,100.
And Johnny Chan cannot be comfortable watching Daniel Negreanu handle his bricks of cash, and they are going all in right now.
There we go.
And because Johnny has ace-king, this is a great play on the part of Daniel Negreanu. And Daniel has made this play because even if Johnny has a pair of kings or a pair of queens, he would be like a 3-2 underdog, and he's willing to take that chance. Daniel has got his gambling shoes on today.
I'm in the center again, Sonny boy. Made a little raise.
All of it.
The whole shebang.
Everything.
The whole shebang.
Holy Toledo.
This would be a tough call for Johnny if he did have that overpair. I don't know what he's thinking about right here.
All right, you got it. Well, Johnny Chan folds.
You know that's my zone.
So Daniel Negreanu takes down the pot. He's climbed back over the $700,000 mark, but he's still down almost $300,000 for the game.
That's my neighborhood, those middle straight cards.
Wow, nice hand.
Chan made a wrong turn to Negreanu's neighborhood, and it cost him about $50,000. Welcome back to High Stakes Poker. Jennifer Harmon, Annie's up. She's under the gun. Cool. Phil Hellmuth raises at $3,200.
He hasn't won a pot in a while. Can play with him.
Well, Daniel's paying homage to Phil's success at the table, but he's got his headphones on. I can't hear him. Negreanu's called, and Antonio Sfondiari's got pocket jacks.
Is that a 5,000 chip, Phil, under there? Under the thousands, is that a 5,000 or are those fours? They're all thousands, right?
In case you're wondering, the pink chips are $500, the black ones are $100, whites are $5,000, the greenish chips are $1,000. And it's all real money. This Sfondiari re-raises to $12,000 on his jacks.
I think he wants some action here. He's got a pair of jacks, he's got the button.
How much? 12?
Can't see Phil calling. Phil's gone, and Daniel, not surprisingly, is going to call 8,800 more with the king 10 of diamonds.
Cuckoo or anything, so I can call 12. I check.
Daniel checks in the dark, and the flop comes queen 6-10 with 2 spades.
Daniel flopped a pair of 10s. Antonio would have preferred if no overcard to his jacks came up. Queen probably concerns him a little bit, but it's not going to stop him from betting here. I don't think it's going to stop him from betting here. What Antonio's probably thinking about right now is how much to bet. He's got 15,000 in his hands.
Give me the dirty look. He's gonna bet 15. You're gonna bet 15, right?
What are you gonna do if I bet?
I'm not sure yet. After you bet 15, I'm gonna say how much you got left. I'm not saying I'm gonna put it in, but I don't really know. But I definitely have something there, you know, that I can play with. It won't be an easy decision, I promise you. Either way.
Alright, well, I guess we have.
Alright. And how much you got left? 10, 50? 50.
Very interesting. Daniel said if you bet 15,000, I'm going to probably put you all in. A lot of talk. Daniel was just successful in the last hand against Johnny Chan, raising with a pair of 6s. Got a pair of 10s here. Doesn't have the best hand.
Okay, I'm all in.
There goes the bricks again. It's a brick festival.
Wow. You can eat the whole shebang. That was nice to hear. He went, had me scared for a second, to tell you the truth.
Daniel now feels that he has the best hand.
For me, it was like a coin flip. I wasn't sure if I had you or not.
Ace queen.
What you got?
Queen. Yeah, ace 10, huh?
By what you have to say, my guess is you have a pair of jacks, correct? Yeah? Yeah. Must be jacks, the way he's talking.
I'm sure Daniel has made a lot of good reads in his life, but this is not a particularly impressive one.
You gotta have the queen. Can't have anything else.
Maybe.
He sees that Antonio's afraid of a queen and not afraid of a king. So, surmising that the thing that was deceptive is Daniel showed a lot of confidence when Antonio didn't call immediately, and that made Antonio
Jack's any good?
You want to see a card?
Yeah.
I can't show you.
One
You
time.
crazy?
One time.
I know I can show you a card. One time. Oh, I can't show you a card. I don't have a good one to show you, to tell you the
truth. Antonio's taking a lot of time because he's trying to pick up something from Daniel.
I feel so gross when it's only a king queen.
I'll show you a card after you fold. How's that? Just in case.
Wow, look at Antonio stare him down. Daniel should not have said that.
Make you sleep better.
I don't know if Antonio's going to call, but Daniel should not have said that.
Oh, wow, here we go. Here we go. Daniel's in trouble now.
10-9 of spades, then?
Nah, I got a 10. I didn't think you had a queen.
What a call.
Gave it away at the end.
Turn cards a deuce.
No help for Daniel. Needs a king or a 10. Oh, king. There it is.
Wow.
Wow, it happens again to Antonio.
Unbelievable.
Antonio's done everything right, and he lost again.
Another bad beat for Antonio Esfandiari. This one cost him 85 grand. And by the way, he's lost his entire $100,000 buy-in.
I gotta give up this game.
Well played.
It's an unbelievable problem.
He gave it away.
I did. As soon as I said it,
Fully gave it away.
I was like, oops. I was thinking he gave it away. Totally did. Last minute, I was like, oops, I should have shut up.
All the players at the table agree that Daniel gave it away.
I thought he had ace 10 or, Jonathon maybe a king queen.
Sounds like Antonio wants to start his engine again, but he's having a little starter problem.
Once again, the magician sees his money disappear. What will he do next? Welcome back. We're in Vegas and we're at another resort playing high-stakes poker. We just saw a brutal beat take place that sent Antonio Esfandiari for a walk to the high-stakes poker 8 p.m.
Probably come back with a box full of 20s.
Esfandiari lost everything he had to Daniel Negreanu, who won a lucky river card. And Daniel's made an incredible comeback and is now down only 200 grand for the week. Brunson raised to 1,690 to spades. Helmuth calls with Jack 10 of diamonds. So it's Brunson and Helmuth that flops a pair of sevens and an ace with 2 diamonds.
Phil's flopping the flush draw, but they both check. Now Phil makes a pair of jacks here, checks again, and Todd checks again. There's a checking festival here.
Check off.
Was that
2,000? And now Phil takes a little shot at the
Brunson raises to 5,500.
On the strength of his hand, 9 high. He does not believe that Phil has anything. Phil gives a little bit of a crying call there. Todd points to say, you got the pot.
And Helmuth takes down a pot worth 15,100.
And whenever Phil wins, he doesn't have too much to say.
Yeah. The next hand's being dealt. We're a couple of plays short. Johnny Chan's second away, and Antonio Esfandiari, I guess, is looking for a hammer to bust open his piggy bank. But time is money, and this cash game waits for no one.
Cute metaphor. Looking for a hammer to bust open his piggy bank.
Yeah, well.
Very good.
I think your mustache wax went to your brain a little bit.
That's that number 4.
I gotta get that. Helmuth raises to 1,800 with 7-6 offsuit.
Jerry busts with the ace, queen of hearts.
And he just calls.
Just calls. Jerry does not like to gamble too much before. Jerry likes to see that flop.
And here it is, 5-3-9 with 2 hearts.
Jerry Buss has flopped the nut flush draw, and he's going to bet it.
5 for Jerry.
Now Phil's got a double belly buster. He can make a straight with a 4 or an 8. In fact, he can make the nut straight with a 4 and the nut straight with an 8.
And Phil calls. Turn cards a queen of spades, giving bust top pair.
It says 15,000, just like that. Pair of queens with an ace kick of 15,000.
Are they gonna let me make a single hand today?
And he's got Phil talking to himself.
I'm not moving in with these frickin' hands. Wow. I get to win one frickin' pot? It's unbelievable. He's betting no matter what hits. I know this.
It's always bluffing. Show. Am I supposed to show?
Yeah. Look at this. Even Jerry Buss is Phil a little bit. Am I supposed to show my bluffs?
Well, I don't think he bluffed when I had an open-ended straight draw. So.
I had an ace off first draw.
I believe it.
I understand, but I'm saying I'll give you 2 to 5. I'll give you 1 to 3. 1 to 3.
Downtown Las Vegas playing high stakes poker.
2 to 5. 2 to 5. 2 to 5.
getting a straddle though, $1,200 straddle.
Phil Hellmuth calls with 4 deuce of clubs. Antonio's found the area down to the bank with 100 grand. He's in with 7-3 of hearts. And Brunson's in with Jack 5 offsuit. Harmon checks for the big line, so we've got 4 limpers in the hand.
That's the solid draw-out mark that Antonio.
Flop comes with pair 8s and a 9 with 2 hearts.
Antonio's got a flush draw.
That's me.
And Phil's taking a shot at this pot. Antonio just calls. Phil is playing the way he plays in tournaments against amateurs, making little bets, trying to win pots, small bets. This time Antonio's got a flush draw, but it wouldn't have worked anyway. Someone would have called.
Turns and 9 clubs. The board now shows 2 pair.
Now let's see if Phil's going to follow up. And he does.
1,700 from Phil.
Antonio's got the best hand here with 7 high. And Phil cannot win this spot. Right. Best he can hope for is the split.
What if I had 8?
Again, Antonio's taking time. He's sensing the situation. He's got a feel for it right now, and here he goes.
He raises $3,000 more. And that'll do it.
Let's not let Phil win the pot, whatever we do.
How can we let you win a pot, Phil? That'd be no fun.
The game is up, gentlemen. Lady, the flush.
Little pots they bluff me. I don't remember when they give it to me when they're dead.
Sometimes. I could think of a couple.
Raise it up. 18.
Phil's next. He's raising 1,800 with Jack 10 offsuit.
Jerry Buss calls with deuces.
For sure. Has everybody beat.
Brunson's in with ace 5 offsuit. And Harmon calls with pocket 9.
Well, we get a lot of respect from you, you know.
Barry Greenstein calls with a 5-3 of clubs.
5 players remain.
I have confidence.
Well, okay. If you know that, then I guess there's no reason to change.
Flop comes a pair of jacks and a king with 2 spades. Helmuth flops 3 jacks.
Phil hasn't flopped a hand in so long he doesn't know what to do.
I bet 3,200. 12, right?
Jennifer is aware that Phil hasn't flopped a lot, that Phil is taking shots at a lot of pots here.
Calls. Turn cards a 6 of spades.
Check.
Jennifer checks and Phil checks. Phil's scared of spades.
River's a 10 of spades.
That makes Phil Hellmuth with a full house. Now Jennifer's thinking, well, what if Phil had a pair of kings in the beginning and doesn't have a spade? If I bet here, representing a spade, I might be able to get the pot. Phil did check on the turn.
Check.
But she changes her mind, doesn't take a shot at the pot, and checks. Now Phil loved the 10 of spades. He's pretty sure Jennifer has a spade. He's made a full house.
I got 5 right here, right?
Phil thinks he's going to get called here.
He bets 10 grand.
How much is that for?
That's 10,000.
I'm trying to figure out the hands Jennifer thinks she can beat. She can't beat ace-queen. Only thing she can beat is a underpair smaller than. Oh, she just said it.
Yeah.
Only thing she can beat is an underpair. 8s or 7s.
And she folds. So Helmuth wins the hand and rakes in over 26 grand. He's now down $130,000 for the game.
It's very interesting. On the turn, Phil Helmuth had 3 jacks. That third spade came out there. He did not bet. Very cautious. Phil did not want to get trapped.
As we quietly take a break. Welcome back to the Golden Nugget for more high-stakes poker. Well, Daniel Negreanu has made quite a comeback. He started with $1 million, went down to 240 grand, but now he's back up to over $800,000. Todd Brunson raises with ace-4 offsuit. He makes it 2,300 to go. Harmon calls with ace-deuce of clubs. Helmuth is in with 7-6 offsuit, so 3 players remain. Flop comes 5, queen, ace. Harmon and Brunson both pair their aces.
On for triples. Does that ace-queen count or no? Has to be the same suit.
Everybody checks.
Turn card to 7 clubs.
Now Phil's got a pair, and Phil's going to bet.
$1,000.
Very strange bet. Phil just wants to see if anybody can beat his 7s, and he just found out. Todd's made it 5,000. And Jennifer's got a very strong hand, and she's got aces and the nut flush draw, the ace-high flush draw. She could raise here, but doesn't look like she's going to. She just calls.
And Helmuth throws away his hand, so it's down to 2. Rivers a queen of clubs, and Harmon makes a flush.
Todd quickly checks. And Jennifer bet 6,008. Please call me, Bet. Todd and Jennifer have also played together for a long time. And Todd, it seems like, is reading Jennifer better than Daniel did in that other hand. He just throws his hand away immediately.
So Harmon takes down the pot worth $25,000.
And Todd's confident he made the right decision. And he did.
Jennifer's a little bit more conservative player. She probably plays a little bit more like my style. And, I'll probably just kind of try and stay out of her way.
Jennifer has the table's respect and about $70,000 of its money. This Jerry Buss raises the 2,500 on King 10 offsuit.
Jerry just feels like playing right now.
Brunson calls a 10-7 spade. And Harmon's on the clubs. Style plays deuces. Helmuth calls with pocket 6s. And Negreanu's in with ace-3 offsuit.
Good luck to all of you. Remember to gamble responsibly.
This is just $100,000. 6 responsible plays remain. Flop comes deuce 5. Greenstein's flop is 7 deuces.
Phil's going to bet here, and it's not really a bluff. He thinks he might have the best hand.
3,500 from Helmuth.
You bet it every pot, you bluff it.
I bet it every pot. What do you want me to do? Check now?
Beyond that nice smile, Jennifer has a little mischief in mind. She's thinking Phil's telling the truth, that he's bluffing. She's got Barry behind her, and she's thinking about making a move, but luckily she didn't, because Mr. Greenstein here has those 3 nuts in his
his little pond. Yep. $25,000 raise from Greenstein.
And Daniel and Antonio find everything to do with Phil very amusing. Phil got through everybody except the last man.
I should put that in first. Oh, I
And
see.
then Barry Greenstein made that big raise. What Phil's wondering, is Barry trying to take this pot away from me?
Oh, I'm worried about a C5 or Ace 8. I had you on a pair. Deuces, threes, fours, and fives. If you flopped a set, why would you just move all in, I
Well, Phil really thought Barry was making a move. Terrible misread on first card. He's going to need to catch a 6 or some other help. Now he can win with a 6 or a 7.
No.
Doesn't get it.
Quit.
Phil in a reflective mood here.
Barry rakes in 150 grand while Phil busts out for the second time.
Maybe I should quit.
More self-examination.
Well, Phil reaches in his pocket to see what he's got left. And our cash game moves on. Jerry Buss leads out with King 10 offsuit.
I knew it was a small pair. I knew it. Kids are doing know these things.
Brunson and Harmon are in.
Wait, he's still in.
And I know you're going to move in on the week. Not that time, though.
Phil's still reflecting.
Greenstein raises to 5,000.
Sounds like a rapper.
Every bet I've made for an hour.
You're cracking me up, Jared. That was pretty good.
What did he say over there?
He says he sounds like a rapper.
Everybody's having fun.
Meanwhile, Johnny Chan tries to wrap this pot up here. $30,000 with a pair of 8s.
Is it on me?
Johnny Chan sensed a little weakness here. Let's see what Barry does with his king, queen of spades. Looks like he's going to let it go. Johnny Chan picks up a cool 85.
Which was good, by the way.
Phil keeps wrapping.
I know he has a small pair.
No, I know it's not me.
Johnny Chan is contested, while our human powder keg Phil Hellmuth is set to explode. From Las Vegas, Nevada, we're playing high-stakes poker.
No, those pots. No, they don't show that stuff. Like at the World Series of Poker when I bluffed, 40 out of 70 pots, and moved in on them. They didn't show any of those plays, not a single one.
Yeah, but you're dealing with
all they showed was.
You're not dealing with the internet players here.
No, I can understand when you raise and bluff, that makes sense, but why would you bluff call? That's the thing. That's the thing I couldn't figure out.
What are you talking about?
Are you talking to me?
Are you talking to me?
Are you talking to me?
Because I'm not sure. Right now I'm on stone cold tilt, and I'm about to lose another pot. I'm about to lose another pot to like 7-8 suited this time, because my hand's too big to win.
And I promise I don't have the 7/8 suited.
We had the deuce the last time.
So 2 players and a steaming Helmuth remain. Flop 7 on 8, all spades. Jennifer's flop 2 pair.
Jerry Buss has got the no flush draw with another spade.
Helmuth leads out with $4,000.
Helmuth, who has no spade. Those are spades, Phil. He does have a straight draw. But Jennifer just calls with her 2 pair.
Spot, I guess. One more time.
Turn card to 4 clubs.
No help for Phil or Jerry Buss. Jennifer checks. I don't know if she's playing it cautious or she's trying to trap somebody.
River's another 7, giving Harmon a full house. 7's full of 9s.
As she very casually blows up her double bubble gum. Look at this. Jerry Buss, who didn't make his flush, could have bet on the ace-high flush draw, but didn't. Now comes out and tries to pick up a spot here on a bluff.
Harmon quickly raises to 15 grand.
Close again with this hand.
Jerry gives up his bluff. Phil Helmuth is leaving the building. Looks like, I hope whatever room he's going to is right first.
The rubber room suites.
Him and what you had him do, and he's outside breaking things, and you took 2 beats and are laughing.
And his net worth crushes mine.
Yeah, it's just a difference in.
So the lady needs another hand. Okay, Phil Helmuth is still out in the hallway smashing stuff.
He's just been hired by a demolition contractor to bring down some condemned Vegas buildings.
What about Antonio Esfandiari? His bad luck just continues.
Antonio has played great poker. If the cards don't cooperate, no amount of skill is going to help you. He's losing because of just plain old bad luck. Every time he gets something and traps somebody, they escape.
How about Daniel Brown? Comeback. The guy starts out with $1 million of his own money, went down to about 225 grand, and is now back up to $800,000.
Daniel's gambling, and his style of play is going to create action. It's going to create this kind of roller coaster that he's on.
And what a ride it's been. Next time on High Stakes Poker, Daniel Negreanu makes a last-minute push to win back all his money.
And I'm going to check you, sir.
Will he succeed or die trying? Amateur Jerry Buss opens up his game and tries to muscle the table. And Phil Helmuth adds fuel to his own fire as he tries to dig himself out of a $200,000 hole.
They like the 6,000 in the dark.
Watch it all happen next time on High Stakes Poker.
Oh yeah, all my ladies is jacked. Got my boots and diamonds and I ain't holding back. Oh yeah, I'm gonna kick it. Pocket rockets and take it. If you got what it takes, you can play high stakes. I'm all in. I'm all ladies ain't ladies unless they ain't ladies. It's the man on the run, so that's what it takes. And you can play high stakes.
Previously on High Stakes Poker, amateur blood was spilled when Fred Chaminara tangled with poker legend Johnny Chan in an all-or-nothing showdown.
That's what I got here.
In the end, Chaminara was left in a state of shock and sent packing. Kid Poker, Daniel Negreanu watched helplessly as players had time after time reducing his $1 million buy-in to a new low of $600,000.
Serious.
Tonight, a new chapter begins. Barry Greenstein's former girlfriend, Mimi Tran, tries to avenge his big loss. Poker's odd couple, Sean Sheeky and Todd Brunson are back for the middle of it. And everybody is out to win big money. From the Golden Nugget Hotel and Casino in downtown Vegas, we're playing High Stakes Poker. AJ Benzi here alongside co-host and poker analyst Gabe Kaplan. Game 12, Brunson leads and the sun takes over. Mimi Tran joins the game and she's friends with Barry Greenstein. My question is, how much information do these guys share when they're away from the table?
Well, if you talk about people in the same family, people that are good friends, they're going to share a lot of information. If one of the players at the table is steaming on tilt, they're going to let the other player know that. One thing they're not going to share is if any of these guys get a phone number from one of those cocktail waitresses, I don't think they'll be sharing that.
You're right. Well, tonight, nice mix of people. New faces, old faces. What do you think?
Well, we got Bob Stupak, former owner of Vegas World, former builder of the Stratosphere, former mayoral candidate from Las Vegas. He's going to sit down. And
And Poker's odd couple, Todd Brunson and Sean Sheeky are back.
Yeah, you can feel it. Love is in the air. Now let's see who cashes in on it.
And we start out with Sean Sheeky trying to grab Mimi Tran's seat. Mimi's on her way. Sean wanted to play a few hands.
Here's Bob Stupak. He starts things off. He's an amateur and developer of the Stratosphere Casino. He bought in for $100 grand. There's No Limit Hold'em specialist Fast Freddie D. Won $75 grand and starts tonight with $175,000. Dr. Amina Siri, another amateur, up $40 grand. Tonight with $140,000. Johnny Chan, a big winner last time, starts tonight with $325,000. He raises to $3,500. Daniel Negreanu started this cash game with $1 million, but is now down to about $600,000. And there's Todd Brunson. He joins the table, and he's also going for $100 grand.
And that's that periscope shot of Sammy that everybody was asking for. All right, Sammy with an ace-jack of diamonds is going to raise, let's see how much, $15,000. Make it 18-5 to go. And Mr. Johnny Chan. Bob Stupak was not even in the hand. Wanted to know if Johnny Chan was asking him how much money he has. No, Bob. Johnny doesn't care about you. He talked to me. And Daniel Negreanu calls with a 9-10 of clubs gambling here.
Never know.
So the flop, Jack 10 ace and Sammy's flop top 2 pair. And he bets 20,000.
Now Daniel, who made an ambitious call before the flop, looks like he's going to call here. All he's got is a pair of 10s and a backdoor flush draw. Daniel has loosened up.
Turn card to 6 of clubs.
All in.
Looks like Sammy's going all in here, Gabe.
Sammy's going all in. He's got top 2 pair, and that 6 of clubs is going to complicate things for Daniel because he picked up his flush draw. And it seems like Daniel wants to gamble this hand.
Every time these two guys clash, it looks like Sammy's walked away with his money each time.
But this time, Sammy has the best hand.
55-1?
Daniel is on a draw. He's going to need a 10 club to win.
55-1 to bust Sammy, get him stuck. And then have
If I win, I'll leave.
I should. Doyle said he would take like the worst of it, 2-1, just to get you stuck and stealing. So I should probably do the same thing. How much? 51?
I'll be out of here if I win.
Please don't make him leave.
You know they're all sweating against me.
I'm just trying to bust you back if you beat me so many times.
You're running so bad against me.
It's change, right?
I'm telling you, you shouldn't do it.
55-1.
You know I got the best hand.
Oh yeah, I know that. That's not.
You must be flushing. You want to put a flush.
Something like that. Alright, I'll gamble with you. Once or twice.
What do you want?
It's up to you. You decide this time.
Okay, keep it up. Twice is fine.
They've agreed to run it twice, and if Daniel is really trying to buzz Sammy, it's hard for him to get help twice. Best he can hope for is to win one of these and wind up splitting the pot.
That's him.
First river cards native diamond, so far takes the first round.
And Daniel's going to need a club or a 10 to split the pot. He doesn't get it.
7 of spades won't do it.
Blackjack.
Sammy points out that he has blackjack at the ace-jack. I wonder if he pointed that out if he lost the pot. I don't think so.
You're right. Once again, Farah beats Negreanu for another monster pot. This one worth over $191,000 in cash. That's $250,000 that Farah's taken from Negreanu alone. And there's Mimi Tran, one of the best female cash game players. She's joining the table.
I learned how to play poker from Barry last time. Barry taught me I gotta be confident in myself and not, let people push me around.
Barry taught her well. If you want to push Mimi Tran around now, you need a bulldozer.
I don't want to play no poker. You're supposed to get on TV. Bob.
And Mimi's bought in the game for $100,000 to start with. She raises to $22,000 with an ace deuce of spades.
Freddie Deeb was complaining that Bob Stupak's not playing any hands.
Brunson called an ace nine of clubs. Farah must must be feeling it. He's playing 7-3 of clubs like they're aces here, David. Did I take it?
Well, everything's working for him. When things work, you go with the flow.
Flop comes 4-8-3 with 2 spades.
Big flop for Mimi Duran on her first hand. She's flopped a nut flush draw and an inside straight draw. She'd make a straight with a 5.
And she bets $5,500 on a draw.
Well, this is a big draw. AJ, this is the kind of draw you want to bet on. And Sammy has a pair of 3s, which is actually the best hand right now. Mimi's a favorite to win the hand, but right now Sammy has the best hand. And everything Sammy's been doing has worked.
That's scary. That move's good.
Mimi got a little excited. She actually put too much money in the pot. And Sammy calls.
Turns to king of diamonds.
No help for Mimi. Let's see if she bets out again. No, she checks. Sammy checks his 3.
River, 6 of spades, and Trent makes a flush.
She makes the nut flush. She has the best possible hand right now. The best hand known to man.
She bets $8,000.
That's what they say here at the Nugget at the baccarat table when you make a 9. It's the best hand known to man. And the nut flush was the best hand known to man.
And Mimi takes down a black card of $27,000. She shoots first and gets a small piece of Sammy. And I'm sure these two will We're at the Golden Nugget Resort downtown Vegas playing high stakes poker. Ever shown on television. Hundreds of thousands of dollars have been won in single hands. And there's one of our new faces tonight, Lee Tran. Just won a top with over $27,000. Todd Brunson's got an ace-queen offsuit. Raises to $3,000.
What did Doyle tell you to play every hand?
Yeah.
It's the seat.
Oh, it's the seat, okay.
Talking is a big part of Freddie Deep's game.
Or maybe it's this. There, Freddie calls with a queen 9 of hearts.
Okay, but you're not the only one drinking. Todd is. Todd.
Nasiri's got an ace-jack offsuit.
Bob just needs to lock up the seat.
Somebody's on the
Now, Dr. Series raised to 13,000 here with his ace jack. He's dominated by Todd, who has ace queen. And Todd is giving Dr. Series too much credit. He just thought Dr. Series has a big hand with that $13,000 raise, but Freddie Deep is going to call with his queen 9 of hearts.
Solo heads up to the flop. 9, 6, 5. Flop top pair.
And Dr. Siri flops nada, nothing. He's still got ace high. He made a very ambitious $13,000 raise with ace jack offsuit. And now he's going to follow it up and bet again.
$1,000 bet in cash.
And he's fooling around with fast Freddie Deep here. I can't see Freddie throwing his 9s away. Freddie might even raise here. You don't call him Fast Freddie for nothing, but he slows down a little bit and just calls.
So we'll go to the turn card. 10 of clubs.
Now let's see if Dr. Siri can fire another round. He still has just got ace high. He's got a lot of money invested, as the players say. He's got a lot of his children out there.
40,000.
Wow, big play. $40,000 in cash from the series.
I am surprised. He really looks like he has a hand, and he's playing it like he's got aces, kings, or maybe even 3 10s. I know what his cards are, and I would fold if I were Freddie. Dr. Sears played his hand great, and Freddie Deeb is confused. He smells something, but like Todd Brunson, he's giving Dr. Sears credit for a big hand.
Freddie Deeb folds. Dr. Minasiri outplays the pro and wins the hand.
Look at this. Doc turned over the ace jack. Showed the pro. Hey, Mr. Pro poker player, I haven't played you that hand.
He bluffed me. You bluffed me. Yeah, I said you bluffed me. Good bet.
Amir doesn't look too proud of himself here, does he?
Mimi Tran's under the gun. She picks up a pretty good starting hand. Ace queen offsuit. She raises to $2,200. Call her with ace 10 offsuit call.
Good bet, man.
I hate ace jack. Ace jack has been disastrous all night long. All night long. Huh?
So it's Mimi against Sammy again. Flop comes 2 queens and 9. Mimi's flop trip queens.
I wonder why he pushed I don't feel that way about his time.
And she bets out 3,000. I love this play. And Sammy, who's got ace 10, ace high, he calls her. If Sammy had ace 9, he would have probably raised.
Turn cards of 4 of clubs, and Farha's now drawing dead.
Oh, look at Mimi, a little check there, but Sammy's not going for it. He checks back.
River cards of 5.
Huh?
And Tran bets $6,000.
And Sammy's starting to suspect that something's going on in this hand. And then he releases his hand, and Mimi won as much as she could.
After I called 15,000 on the flop. Tell me it's fat, it's not.
Freddie is still steaming about being bluffed, while Mimi takes her second shot at Farha. We're playing high stakes
Pretty deep, still talking about the hand. I think he's going to be talking about it till the tricentennial here. Mimi Tran picks up a pair of kings. She's had some excellent hands here in the short time she's been at the table.
The rail.
She raises to $2,200. Now Todd Brunson looks down at pocket eights. I'll stay to him.
I gotta make decisions like this.
Does Bob Stupek know there's a poker game?
Yes, he's aware that there's a poker game going on. He doesn't know he's in it.
That's what I meant. What happens? How much?
Steve is in with a
Something
happened. And Negrano calls with an ace 6 offsuit.
Loose calls by both Freddie Deeb and Daniel Negrano.
So 4 plays remain. Flop comes 2 4s and a 7 with a couple of diamonds.
Now again, Mimi Tran's going to bet out here.
$8,000 from Tran. Brunson raises to $28,000.
He's going to find out right now if his eights are the best hand.
But it doesn't matter. It didn't move. It didn't move because I rocked it, but I did hit it. Of course, I think it don't matter.
$20,000 more for Tran to call here.
Mimi's trying to get some kind of feel as to where Todd is at. If she knew where he was at, that he had a pair of eights, she would just call and let him hang himself. But she doesn't know. There's a small chance he has a 4, or he could have a flush draw, and she doesn't want to let him draw that flush. He could have ace, jack, ace, queen of diamonds.
All right. 20 more, right?
Wow, Mimi Tran is all in.
Yes, Mimi Tran has decided not to fool around with this hand. She's putting all her money in right now.
You asked.
How much is it?
84.
John, I'm asking her. How much is it?
I'm not sure. It's everything right here in front.
He wants the player to say how much. Can't you guys get it?
Well, you guys are really.
It doesn't want nobody to say anything except the player in the pot.
But I thought I wanted to, Freddie.
Right.
You told me that.
Yes, but you're talking about the hand. Has nothing to do. He doesn't want you to say how much.
I'm not talking to him. I'm talking to you.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were talking to him.
No, I never talked to him. He was me.
Oh,
You can log on to our website at gsn.com, and when we find out what Bob Stupek is talking about, we'll post it. He's probably talking about a high school dance he went to in Pittsburgh in 1953. Todd was trying to get some kind of read from Mimi. He wanted her to answer, and everybody else was answering for her, and Todd didn't like that.
And with a pot worth over $150,000, you kind of see Todd Brunson's point a little bit.
Now, the only thing Todd is thinking about is maybe Mimi has a flush draw.
Nope. Brunson folds and Mimi Tran continues to catch the cards and play them well. He takes down another pot, this one worth over $150,000 in cash.
I've been doing that all today and yesterday.
I don't care. I don't care what the, that's what the rule with the poker. The poker etiquette for 50 years, Dave. That's poker etiquette.
I understand what he said, but
if you're not involved in the pot, you shouldn't be talking.
Wow.
But everybody does.
See, Mimi has a perfect seat. She's right next to it. She comes in with a good hand and doesn't cost her that much money. But if I come in with an average, it's my fortune. So the position is everything in today's cash game.
The explanation of what Johnny Chan meant will also be on the website. He's saying Mimi is in a good position being on Dana's
Last week, that hand and one broke. I broke him. Are we talking about history now? Sammy, you call? I call.
So far as in deep calls with an ace, 6 of clubs.
Figure somewhere else with it.
And the series raises to $3,600 with 8, 6 offsuit.
I have no idea why he's doing
Oh, as he, I'm just saying, like, no, I understand it's better than the last time. Well, if he moves as good as Freddie, then he still needs 12-6. Because I give Freddie 12-6 in the break.
9 queens, 7 with 2 clubs.
He won't break. He won't play 12-6 in the break. But he's a lot. He's like Gio. He's a lot
flush draw, and Doc Nasir's got an open end straight draw.
And Sammy gets things going with a $14,000 bet. 3 fast players, all with good reason to go to war. If you're watching high stakes poker action, you've got 4 players in the hand. Sam Farr's flop top 2 pair. Freddie Deeb a nut flush draw, and Amir Nasiri an open end straight draw. 2 men on base, Farr at bat, $2,000.
Freddie Deeb just calls, and now the ghost of Christmas past comes up to observe what's going on at the table, since he's not playing. And Amir Nasiri has his open-end straight draw. And Bob says, God blesses everyone, and leaves the table.
Nasiri calls, and now the pot is over $57,000 draw.
5 of clubs would stir up some action here.
7 of diamonds.
Well, Freddie didn't make a straight. Amir didn't make a straight. Sammy's going to bet.
$25,000 play for Sammy Farr.
Now, actually, the 7 gives Freddie one more out. Beside a club, Freddie can win now with an ace, and he calls. Now, Doc Nasiri didn't like the odd pairing because Sammy could have a full house already, and even if he makes it straight, it might not be any good. So it'd be hard for him to call right now. Freddie's already called.
Nasiri folds, so we're down to 2. The river's an 8 of spades. Deeb misses his flush draw. Farr bets 50,000.
Very interesting bet. He's not going to get called here, but it's a very interesting bet. He's hoping that Freddie Deeb has a queen, and he's betting 40,000, the same amount that Amir Nasiri bluffed at Freddie Deeb before. So maybe he's representing that he missed a draw.
Yeah, that comes so short.
But Freddie's not going for it. Freddie throws his hand away. But it was a great bet. If Freddie had queen jack, king queen, he probably would have called.
Sam Farr wins the hand and takes down a pot worth over $147,000. And Dr. Amir Nasiri decides to leave. He won $100,000 earlier. He gave $7,000 of it back or so. He decides to call it that.
Oh, maybe somebody just violated about 7 or 8 centimeters.
But the game moves on. Farha with pocket tens raises to 2,500. Freddie D's got a king queen offsuit.
Somebody here.
What is?
60.
Freddie D was playing the bluff here. Sammy's been playing a lot of and Freddie wants to be alone with Sammy in this
25, 25.
You don't understand English, so we try German. Routes.
6,500 and Sammy called.
You sleep under the table. That's not my fault. You don't understand that? On the leg.
This way. I'm trying to raise it. Yeah, look. You can raise it.
Flop comes 8, 5, 6. Different suits. And Farha's checked in the dark.
You can take it if you want. I know. You'll be better off. Looks like you want to bet.
Sammy Faha
Oh, I'm getting that back.
and he's got Freddie.
Yeah.
And Freddie bets $9,000 on king high.
And Dr. Freud says it's not my flop,
30.
but I'll raise 21,000 anyway.
Oh my God, we gotta do it. I'm not gonna do it one night. We're playing
And Freddie realizes he got talked into something.
I was ready.
Deep falls. So Sammy Farha takes another pot away from Freddie D. This one worth over 58 grand.
And we see yet another side of Sammy Fahar's life.
And taking the place of Dr. Amir Nasiri, Sean Sheiky. You've seen him before.
Are you playing or just hanging out?
He's hanging out.
I mean, that's a joke.
He's not playing any hands. He hasn't played a hand yet.
What are you talking about?
You're doing a lot more walking than you have.
He's gonna look at a hand first before he play one.
Players are joking, but in a way they're serious about Bob's lack of involvement in this game. Mimi Tran has raised 3,000 with a King Jack offsuit, and Daniel calls with 8-6 offsuit.
Nice flop for Daniel Negreanu. He flops a 10 high straight.
And Mimi's got what we call a double belly buster. She can make a straight with an 8, and she can make the absolute nut straight with a queen.
And Mimi bets $6,000. And Negreanu check raises to 18,000.
Mimi's aware that Daniel probably has a pretty big hand here. He didn't bet on the flop, check raised her. And that's usually an indication of a big hand.
You missed it by 2 diamonds.
So she's just going to call.
Technically.
So we'll head to the turn.
What a shot. What a shot.
A queen of diamonds. Mimi's made the nuts. And Daniel's headed for another disaster. We're back at the Golden Nugget Resort in downtown Las Vegas playing high-stakes poker.
I'd like to stay there with the 7 guy.
Daniel Negreanu flopped the straight after check raising Mimi Tran. The turn card gave Mimi a cinch.
Daniel's check. I don't know if he's suspicious or he's just trying to draw another bet from Mimi, but she's going to accommodate with her nut straight.
Mimi gets 30 grand.
Now, Daniel has been in this situation before. Right now, he's drawing dead. He's really starting to suspect that Mimi might have made a mistake.
Time, please.
Daniel's asking more time. Cash games are conducted without time limits. However, any player in the game can ask for a clock to be brought out, and that would give Daniel 1 minute to decide on his hand. I don't think anyone's going to do that. They realize this is a big decision for Daniel. It's all his own money, and they're going to give him as much time as he needs. Daniel is sort of trapped here. Mimi could have flopped a set, which would mean he'd still have the best hand. She could have queens and tens. She might even have aces or kings. So it's really tough to get away from this hand. Well, here comes those flying bricks. Because Daniel cannot just call. He's got to put Mimi all in. And I think the bricks are about to fly. No, they've just been placed.
Yeah, really.
Very delicately.
You got king jack, right? Flop the straight. Flopped another straight. It's good.
Yeah, it's
Another straight. It's just good. I knew it too. The queen came off. I didn't even want to play.
So the Grano raised to $130,000, and Tran called immediately, and the rivers are formality.
Queen of diamonds. How's that?
Daniel called for a queen of diamonds because that would be 2 queen of diamonds. The deck would be fouled. Even though this man has lost almost $500,000, he's still got a sense of humor.
And Mimi Tran doubles up through Daniel. She's now won over $190,000 in cash since joining the table.
When things like this happen to you as a poker player, when you keep losing hand after hand, you just wonder how long is it going to go on. And Daniel has been through half his stack. He started with $1 million. He's down to about $500,000. Daniel decided
There's Sean Sheikey, who bought in tonight for $175,000. He raised it to $2,200.
He would raise it 5,000. I'd raise it 15 more. Then we sit socialized.
And Negrano re-raises the $10,000.
Decide what he wants to do.
And Sean Sheikey has played kind of snug because he thinks that Daniel might be steaming a little bit from all his big beats. So he puts in that 10,000 real quick.
Both players pair their aces on the flop.
Daniel bets 10,000, and Sean is in big trouble here. Even though he calls very quickly, he thinks Daniel might have nothing. He needs to catch a 10 to win.
Turn card's a king of diamonds.
And Daniel bets 20,000. Sean has picked up a couple of ties. He can tie with a 4 or a 7. He can win with a 10, but he still thinks Daniel might be out of line.
River card's 9 of spades.
Daniel, for once, does not get drawn out on. He bets 30,000. Sean calls immediately. Daniel shows the ace-queen. And Sean says, why did he have to get a real hand against me? How come I didn't draw out like everybody else?
Negrano will finally win a hand, taking down a nice pot worth over $140,000. And I wonder what's going through his head right now.
I just had to play well and make good decisions. You know, hopefully I can go back to 100,000 at sort of a moderate loss.
Well, Daniel has stopped the bleeding, and that's important. You know, he's won a hand, he settled in, he played that hand very well, made Sean Sheikey think he was bluffing, picked up the maximum, especially from a player like Sean.
And Freddie Deeb catches pocket queens. He raises at $2,500. Johnny Chan breaks his silence, calling with a king, queen of spades. Flop is a different suited 9, 6, 8.
Freddie bets 4,000. The flop did not help Johnny Chan. But he calls.
Turn card's a 10 of spades.
Johnny Chan has picked up a flush and a straight draw. Plus, Freddie Deeb is concerned. If Johnny has a 7, he has a straight now. Freddie checks. Let's see how fast the Orient Express is going to play this hand. Not too fast, he checks.
River's a jack of spades.
Wow, what a card. It gives Johnny Chan a flush and a straight, and it gives Freddie all a straight. He's got a straight to the queen, Johnny's got a straight to the king. Straights don't matter because Johnny has a flush. Johnny would have been much better off if that was the jack of clubs.
He's $15,000, and Chan's going to raise to $60,000.
Now Johnny Chan, by calling with nothing on the flop, has backed into a flush and a straight.
Stuff like ace-8 of spade, I guess, or ace-9 of spade.
Now Freddie's figuring that Johnny Chan could have called on the flop with the ace-8 of spade or the ace-9 of spade. He doesn't think Johnny Chan called on the flop with the king-queen of spade. But he's in the right area. This would be a really good lay down.
Yep.
Wow.
Great play by Davey Foles. Johnny Chan wins the hand and collects almost 90 grand in cash.
Very interesting. Johnny Chan made a very loose call on the flop. Then he wound up making his hand, but he didn't get paid off.
Everybody's bluffing me today. Amir's bluffing me, John is bluffing me.
I don't think he bluffed you. I don't think he bluffed you. Johnny might have had something. Right, Johnny?
I have at least a string.
We're in downtown Vegas at the Golden Nugget Resort playing high stakes poker.
It doesn't matter. I know you had a plan there, so. They want to mess with your mojo.
It's not frozen. But it's not.
Hey, believe it or not, there's some people out there.
Oh no, it is. Yeah, no, I hit it real. It don't matter. Yeah, dude, I'm gonna hit it. I hit it before. Yeah. If I hit it and nothing else touches the rail, it's not.
I know, but if you touch the cube this way, and then I can be here another rail.
No, it's not a foul because the cue ball hit here.
So it doesn't matter if you cross him on this rail, you have to
You
cross this rail.
with the cue ball, not with the 9. Like if I just poke into the 9, that's a foul, right? But this is not a foul.
Johnny Chan's raising with an ace-10 of hearts. He makes it 4.
Because I hit that rail with the cue ball.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
I call it. Negrano will try his ace.
Well, some guys they say if it's crossing on this rail.
Loose call by
Yeah, there's a lot of goofy stuff in that. Yeah, I agree.
Queen 9-6 on the flop.
Freddie Deeb has flopped a double belly buster with a backdoor flush draw, and he checks.
Cards a 10 of spades.
Both Chan and Freddie Deeb pair their 10s. Johnny's got the ace kicker. And Daniel's going to take a shot at this pot here.
$8,000 for Negrano.
Now, Freddie Deeb's got a pair of 10s here. Doesn't know that Johnny Chan's also got a pair of 10s with a better kicker. He calls the 8,000. And Johnny Chan throws ace-10 away.
Heads up to the river, 5 of spades.
Daniel has absolutely nothing. Ace high. He knows he cannot win this pot in a showdown. He's very aware that Freddie Deeb has him beat. If he's going to win, he's going to have to make a bet here. And he goes for Brick City.
One brick, $50,000 from Negrano.
Bob Stupek does his Daniel impression. And Freddie Deeb is thinking, this is a very strange hand here. What is going on in this hand?
Why so much, man?
Because he wants to win it now.
Bob Stupek is finally participating in the game, reminding Freddie Deeb that Daniel might be bluffing. But Freddie Deeb knows that already. Freddie feels that Daniel either has made a backdoor flush or he has nothing. Freddie Deeb's first instinct was that Daniel was bluffing, and I've seen him act on his first instinct many times. I don't know if he's going to call this, but don't put it past him.
Guess you're not worried about me having a flop. I checked the flop.
Sammy is really interested in hands he's not involved in. Now, Freddie knows that Daniel has been losing. He also knows that Daniel just won his first pot in quite a while. Would Daniel put in $50,000 on nothing? What did Daniel call with in the first place? Freddie is trying to imagine what he could beat. What did Daniel call with before the flop? What did he call with on 4th Street?
I don't even have stuff there.
anybody at the table is allowed to call for a clock, but I'm not going to do it.
Bob Stupek's getting a little angry that the action is halted here because so far he's been Mr. Action in this game and doesn't want it to slow down at all.
Yeah, I
wow,
tried it again.
what a call.
You got it.
10-8.
That's good. Get that key card again.
I'm not serious. 10-8.
Wow. That's good. I had a feeling you were going to call me this time. Too many people were bluffing you today.
A wow from me, a double wow from Sammy Farr.
It is frozen.
I see that. Wow.
Another wow from Sammy Farr.
Wow.
Another one.
4 wows, and Freddie D will take down a pot worth almost $130,000.
It's not even top pair.
It's there.
You don't have second pair. Oh, the 10, yeah.
10, second pair, it's not even top pair. It's not that. It's not because everybody's bluffing me. I just...
It had something to do with that.
Freddie D risks $50,000. The best call we've seen in our cash game so far.
That's not the point.
We're at the Golden Nugget Resort in downtown Vegas playing high-stakes poker. We've got the cream of the crop playing in this cash game. Money's flying in all directions and small fortunes are won and lost in a matter of minutes.
Every set.
12th glass of Dr. Pepper already?
That was an amazing call that Freddie D made. $50,000 on a pin.
It's my problem because
Figured they
I
had
have
out
1 week that I need to play. Yeah, I seen that. I was thinking about that actually.
Bob Stupek is out. What a surprise.
Freddie D calls with Jack 7 of spades. And Tran calls with deuces. Brunton's in with pocket fours. And Farhad checks from the big blind. So we got 4 limpers to the flop.
You got me all excited.
Sammy faked the raise but didn't follow
You got me
through.
all excited.
So deuce ace 3.
Check.
Mimi Tran has flopped 3 deuces.
They are checking me.
Tran bets 2,000.
What Mimi's trying to do here is potentially has a weak ace, like an ace 7, ace 8, ace 9. And Todd Brunson raises to 8,000. He believes her. He's trying to make her throw away an ace with a bad kicker. He doesn't know he's going to need a 4 or a 5 to win this hand.
You know?
That's unbelievable.
Tran calls, so we'll go to the turn at 10 of clubs.
Now Todd checks. He realizes now that Mimi doesn't have a really bad ace. Doesn't know what she has, but
she's not slowing down. She bets $15,000.
Now this is a tough call for Todd. But he makes it instantly.
River cards is 6 of hearts.
No 4, no 5 for Todd.
Mimi's not done. She bets $30,000.
And she bet $30,000 quickly. And Todd is thinking, am I getting bluffed too?
I mean, you know, Danny, believe me, every situation is different. I don't think because somebody else bluffed me that you're bluffing me. Just think about it. You know yourself anyway.
Why was a spade?
It
was the spade.
The way the bet came down and the amount of money you bet, you know.
You bet 20 and I'm full.
A lot of bluffing conversation going on there as Todd's trying to make this decision.
Right in his ear.
5,600.
But we ain't got it.
Todd's thinking, can I be a hero here too? Can I get a 5 wow call?
I just want him to know that has nothing to do with everybody else bluffing me or him bluffing me.
Yourself in the bag.
More bluffing talk.
Lick.
And Mimi is loving it.
20 gonna be broke.
The game is not over yet. I might go broke yet.
Todd calls.
That's my money. I'm superstitious.
There's
On the other hand, she takes down a
Y'all teach him that. I think he's done. I'm just saying, this is a foul.
Todd took himself in a rolling.
Maybe tries to pull a one-woman wrecking crew.
Yeah, that's.
I've playing poker for a long time. We're talking about Mimi. I never thought much of a female woman poker player until tonight. At the table tonight, excluding myself, she was the best today in all forms. Betting, bluffing, calling. At the table tonight, she was by far, excluding myself, the best player at the table.
AJ, excluding myself, you're the best poker host in the studio this evening. Excluding myself.
Thank you, Gabe Bob. Well, you got to admit, Mimi Tran was the MVP tonight. She starts with $100,000, and now she's got about $350,000. Not bad.
Well, she played ABC Poker, and sometimes ABC Poker can get you the money. Mimi didn't do anything fancy, no bluffs, no unusual raises. Other players had a little too much imagination, and she simply capitalized on their mistakes.
And Daniel Negreanu's had a rough time to tell. He lost another $100,000 tonight. That leaves him down about $550,000. Can this still go on?
Yes, it can go on. Daniel can lose the whole million before his life changes.
Well, it sounds like things are starting to boil. It's just a matter of time before someone gets burned. Next time on High Stakes Poker, tempers flare and sparks fly on the felt. Todd Brunson gives Sammy Farha a run for his money as the two go head-to-head in a fight for table supremacy.
Are you serious?
Meanwhile, Good Times Freddie D bares his teeth when the table questions his ethics. It's big players, big cash, and big drama. All next time on High Stakes Poker.
Oh yeah, ladies Jack, got the most diamonds and I ain't holding back. Oh yeah, I'm gonna kick it, pocket rockets and take it. If you got what it takes, you can play high stakes. I'm all in. I'm all in, ladies, and last day, yo, ladies, it's your hand on the wall. That's what it takes. If you got what it takes, you can play high stakes.
Previously on High Stakes Poker, Kid Poker Daniel Negreanu mounted a vicious comeback after being down nearly $750,000.
Yeah, I understand. I'll play right now. I got no problem.
Self-imploded and showed everybody why he's called a poker brat. And the magician Antonio Esfandiari couldn't find the magic as another bad beat cost him $100,000.
Lucky there.
Tonight, it's a free-for-all. Anything goes, and the mad dash for cash goes over the edge. From the Golden Nugget Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas, we're playing high-stakes poker. AJ Benza here with poker analyst Gabe Kaplan. Gabe, our cash game has been going on for quite a while now, and with the exception of a couple of table blowups, things have gone pretty smoothly.
And in each game, these players have lost and won hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Is that normal, or does TV put these guys on their best behavior?
AJ, if you went into a poker room that had 20 or 30 tables, the table with the best behaved players, the table with the most humor and the most civil conversation is always going to be the highest stake table.
Really? Any reason for that?
Well, in order to play high stakes poker, you have to have your life and your game under complete control, otherwise you're going to fail.
That's very deep stuff. I thought you were just a funny guy. I didn't realize you were so deep.
Life is like an oyster.
No.
If a seashell opens up into the ocean, what happens is...
We're a player short. That empty chair belongs to Phil Hellmuth, who's down $200,000. He's probably still out in the hallway venting. Antonio Esfandiari's first act, he's down $100,000, but was rebought. Amateur Jerry Buss is about even. Todd Brunson raised it to $1,700 on pocket fives. Jennifer Harmon's up 70 grand overall. She calls with king, queen offsuit. And since Barry Greenstein's return, he's won $225,000.
And Barry's been playing very well. His radar is a lot stronger than it was the first go-around. And here he senses a little weakness. Raises up to 7,000 with ace-7 offsuit.
Back to Brunson. He calls. Now it's $5,300 more for Harmon to call.
What she's afraid of is that Barry could have a hand that dominates her hand.
I agree with you, Johnny.
Ace-king, ace-queen, pair of kings, pair of queens. She doesn't realize that both her cards are live.
Lakers game, baby. I can't wait.
And she throws her hand away.
So we're heads up. Flop comes king, 8, ace with 2 spades.
Barry got what he needed. He spiked an ace.
And he bets $10,000. And Brunson quickly folds, giving Greenstein a pot worth over 27 grand.
just seems that when a player starts playing aggressive, takes the bull by the horns, things start to work out for them.
Tom Brunson's under the gun. He's about even for the game.